of Extra Life 2020 for the Known World United. We're one of two games happening here right at the end. We're going to do the Thunderlock bar crawl, but we're going to do it a little bit different. If you've ever listened to the D&DDP podcast, this is from the Rolled and Told first issue 0. It's going to take our adventurers, our level 20 adventurers, true heroes, through the kind of most exclusive training course dungeon. So all of the young adventurers are gathered around, and they're going to watch 5 of the greatest to ever do it go through. We'll be here from 4 to 7. You can support us by going to the donation link there at the bottom. And thank you to everybody for making this the most successful year we've ever had. We've raised,
you guys are amazing,
$2,000 more than our best year, and we couldn't have done it without you. But everything right now kind of feels like a victory lap, I know, but we have so much more work to do. So if you're able to donate to mess up people as they're going through it, to help your favorite heroes, you can scroll down from the video, and there's a menu that you can make donations. Put what you want in the chat. Send me a DM to the DM. Come on, that's just good form. And we'll run these guys through. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. I'm going to throw some links in the chat ski so you could follow them and follow up. And then we'll get to the bar crawl. Joel.
Yeah, I'm Joel. I draw stuff. I will be playing a goblin. Booyah.
Yo.
Booyah.
Booyah.
What's the Booyah's name?
Christian.
Nice.
Good goblin name.
ELB.
All right, Nate.
I am Nate. I'm playing Phineas. Old man Vinter.
Aww.
Dave in the chat says, "At last, you're on your own."
But he's not on his own. He's with everybody.
He is with everybody.
True.
Till he merges all of us and escapes alone.
Oh shit!
Already turning that direction, huh?
I mean,
Probably.
Happen.
Let's be
all right,
honest.
we played Tasty Boys last night, so just stand in line.
Cassandra?
I just appreciate that Dave is excited because I'm using the namesake without knowing what that namesake is attached to.
It's the last session. We'll take any excitement we can get. So.
Absolutely.
That's right.
It's legit.
Okay, I'm Cassandra. I'm playing Bargarette Lucovic Orcslayer. She's got a complicated past. She's a dwarf barbarian. I've been playing her for longer than I can remember, so I'm really excited she's finally 20th level and I can really see what she can do.
So good.
Christy.
All right. I am Christy. I am playing Bernadette Blackblade, who is a barbarian. Barbarian Babes Club Unite. And she is a half-elf bounty hunter.
Beautiful. And last but not least, the dearest, sweetest boy.
Oh,
Warrior.
but he's over there. I'm Warrior.
I was gonna make that joke. No,
I thought you were. That's why I
genuine.
was just like, I'm Warrior. I'm playing Highland Ketel. He is a Minotaur monk. Used to have a little bit of rogue in him. Still has a little bit, but yeah, move past that. Bad days. He's just been traveling the world, going bar crawl to bar crawl. So makes sense that he'd end up here at Thunderlock.
All right. I'm the Beard. I'm one of the hosts at Heel Turn Radio and Mindy Wrestling. Hang out here with Warrior and Ref Clark Feldman. Go give him a follow here on Twitch. We do dive clubs every Fridays. Cassandra, Phineas, aka Nate, and Highland, aka Warrior, as well as our dear friend Shannon, play Down and Outlands every other Monday. The next episode 2 weeks from tomorrow here at twitch.tv/Heel Turn Radio. Whoa! I don't know whose mom just donated $100, but thank you, Mom.
Oh, I bet it was my mom.
Mom.
Thanks,
I
Mom.
just texted her and I was like, Mom.
Moms.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks,
Mom, your moms
Mom.
are showing you up. Get out here.
My mom
Yeah.
donated 40 yesterday too, and I was like, yes,
Go Moms.
go moms.
Yeah. And hey, dads, also get at us.
Dads are
Uncles,
cool, too.
aunts,
Yeah.
sisters,
Moms are
Uh,
beating you, dads. You got to step
Yeah.
up.
French Canadians. We had a French Canadian step up to
Yeah,
help us
JP.
reach the
Thanks,
7683.
You did. Even though we were kind of disparaging French Canadians.
Yeah, okay. No, we were disparaging the French. I felt like we were sticking up for the
somehow
Quebecois.
disparaging mimes turned into disparaging the French, and it was just kind of a spiral from there. So
Yeah. Well, hey, guess what? Geese don't give a shit, but we do, and we're here for the Thunderlock Brawl Crawl. So, here we go. Both Murloc Tickler, a retired dwarven roguish trap expert, and Thamus Thunderhand, an elderly human hedge wizard, have seen more than their fair share of dungeons. They've lost numerous companions over the long careers and have both watched for far too many novice dungeon mat crawlers meet an untimely end, either due to lack of preparation, foolhardy confidence, or outright blunders, and they can't stand it anymore. The two venerable dungeon delvers have taken their hard-earned savings and bought a foreclosed brewery property with a sizable cellar, setting up a sort of training facility tavern that caters to would-be adventurers. They've called their investment the Thunderlock Tavern. For a minimal fee, those who think they have the makings of adventurers can test their skills against a small complex filled with traps, snares, and monsters of a less lethal nature than they would be encountered in a normal dungeon. Those who traverse the dungeon are allowed to keep any treasure they find and are also rewarded with a night of free food and drink, as well as the greater reward of getting their names added to the Thunderlock Wall of Crawlers.
whoa.
And this is the Thunderlock Bar Crawl All-Star Edition, bringing the greatest heroes from across the land together to show the youngins how it's done and to show how even the most experienced dungeon delvers can be caught off guard. But if they work together, they will put their names along with the Bloody Hands of God and other, prominent people's tasting
Man.
moves.
Bloody Hands of God, whatever happened to those guys?
I don't know, but they sure were delicious. Anyway, so you guys have all come together. Each group has 2 hours to best the dungeon, and we will literally be on a 2-hour countdown. And so this happens in real time. So there's no kind of like, let's talk about that. When we enter into combat, I will pause and then kind of count that down from our overall, but this will end one way or another at 7 p.m. Central. So get yourself ready. Christian, Highland, Bernadette, Bargarette, and Phineas, we're about to enter the Thunderlock Bar Crawl.
With no magic items whatsoever.
And
No
so
magic
little
items
sleep.
whatsoever.
I
I
mean,
think the real
I have my
magic is the
weapon,
friendships we made
technically.
along the way. So this allows you to take a short rest if necessary. Those members of the group who succeed in making it out of the exit door in 2 hours or less will have their names added to the Thunderlock Wall of Crawlers, an honor held by only a few. A participant may use any and all gear and abilities at their disposal to accomplish the task. They must move through the exit door under their own power and not via magic. They must exit under the agreed upon time limit to succeed at besting the dungeon. Participants are allowed to wager upon their success. A participant may not wager any sum of coin or capital. They will fail to complete the dungeon. Each participant of group must sign documentation stating that they undertake the dungeon of their own volition and that they or their kin cannot hold the Thunderlock Tavern responsible for any loss they might incur. Also, they must pay a non-refundable 1 gold piece funeral fee to be allowed to participate in a dungeon besting attempt. Any treasure that is acquired while in the dungeon can be kept by the participants who find it as long as they succeed. If they fail, they must give up all and any treasure they acquired while in said dungeon. Once all are readied, the group must assemble outside the entry doors. When all are present, the timer starts and the participants may begin. Note, the dungeon is mostly non-lethal. While damage is real, there are contingencies set to try and prevent deaths, though accidents do happen, such as instant death due to massive damage. This triggers the teleport heal mechanic. If a PC fails their third saving throw, they're immediately teleported out of the dungeon and healed to 1 point. They're out of the competition and the game unless their companions agree to reduce the time they have to complete the dungeon by 20 minutes. If they are returned to their group with 1 HP and allowed to continue to try and compete in the dungeon, this is allowed a number of times if there's time remaining in the 2-hour limit. So,
Oh man.
Yeah, we're ready to go, baby. Anything that you guys need to share with each other or our listeners before we get going?
Does it make a difference who gets through the door first? Is there like a first place?
No, very much
No.
like the Tasty Boys. We ride together and we die together. You only get to keep the treasure if you make it through the exit door on your own power. And success is success. You don't necessarily get put up as a group, though many people come in as an adventuring group, i.e. the Bloody Hands of God, who have made it through, or the all-star Major Domo applicants. But for this, you can choose to put up your own individual name, or you could choose at the end to put your name on the Thunderlock wall of crawlers as individuals.
So it's specifically we have to walk through and not like we could be unconscious and someone carries us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you're
You can't-
unconscious,
You got to
you
make
get
through
teleported.
under your own power.
That's true. If
Yeah.
we get teleported, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't be like, well, this room's 200. This last room is 200 feet long. I'm gonna dimension door through the door. I can't do that.
Can't dimension door through any of the dungeon?
Dimension door out of the dungeon.
You get
Oh,
dimension door to right in front of the door, and then you have to walk out.
Okay. That I can totally do.
Yeah, you can dimension door over the redacted.
All right.
Look, I know most of us just met, but I just want to say before we go in there, I love you guys.
Aww.
That's very nice. I love you too.
Thank you.
I've missed
It will
Phineas.
be a great meat shield.
I get that a lot.
That's true. All right. So, as I said, you've heard tale of the infamous Thunderlock Tavern. You've all been recruited for your all-star status as level 20 adventurers. Your exploits are known across the land, and you've been brought together for this show. People are watching. They can make donations to trip you up, to help or hinder. You can find that menu on twitch.tv/HeelTurnRadio. If you're watching through a hosting stream, it's just down there, scroll on, make a donation. Let's play with these guys.
Weak and no match for Christian.
So this night, like on every eve at midnight, the call goes through the tap room and smoking lounge for any souls who care to test their skills and medal in the Thunderlock bar crawl. The proprietors have spared no expense for the all-star run to thwart the skills of would-be adventurers in a contest that's part proving ground, part extreme sporting event, and part braggadocious idiocy, all rolled into one. So you finish off the last swallow of your tankard courage, slap your one-piece gold funeral deposit in an aged dwarf's calloused and wrinkled hand. The long-bearded wizard behind him presents you a scroll. Make your mark. He grins with a mischievous twinkle in his eyes. After quickly scanning the spidery scrawled runes, you get the gist that the scroll declares neither you nor your kin can hold the Thunderlocks responsible for any loss or injury you incur in, on, or under the premises. You give the wizard a confident nod and make your mark on the line his pointing finger directs you to. As you hand back the quill and watch the magical sparkle shimmers across the scroll, the old wizard gives you a faded map and a sly wink while the wrinkled dwarf, I haven't slept a lot, matches it and gives a gruff, low chuckle. He shakes his bald head dismissively, besoring, make you ready for the bar crawl. Both dwarf and wizard eye you, and as you gather your gear and check your weapons, finding them to your satisfaction, you head towards the dungeon entrance, along with the others who will test themselves this night and who, like you, hope to have their names added to the wall of crawlers. All right, so we're in the entry area. A worn, wide set of stone steps leads down into a slightly wider chamber. Two crudely carved demonic statues with a bronze brazier seated in their laps flank an arched and open doorway directly across from the cobbled floor from the entry stair. A dull reddish glow illuminates a runic phrase carved into the stony wall around the lintel of the entryway. One brazier is lit with a blazing, unnaturally red fire. The other bronze ornament stands cold and fireless. And the countdown is on.
Oh, it's chilly down here.
Go.
Phineas is going to go over by the one brazier and try to warm up.
Right. So you head over to the brazier, you're warming up. The rest of you, how would you like to proceed?
I'm already skeptical of everything here. Just
I like you. I don't like you.
I don't like you. I'm worried about you. I think you're going to turn into something that moves. I don't know.
Mm.
Can I sense if there's anyone else other than us in the room?
Nope, just the five of you.
Just the 5 of us.
You do look around, Bargarette being infamously talented dwarf. You notice that the runic phrase that's written above the lintel of the door is written in dwarfish.
What's it say?
Fire reveals the treasure, but flame conceals the key.
Ooh.
I'm going to tell everyone what it says.
What did it say?
Fire reviews the review. Oh my gosh. The fire reveals the treasure, but flame
Conceals the key.
conceals the key. Okay.
Highland's gonna take a look into the lit, like take a look at the lit statue and brazier situation.
Okay. Make me a investigation check.
Sure. Seems weird that one's lit, one's not. You know, it's not bad. Investigation. 15.
Ooh. As you look into it, you realize that the statue and brazier reveals a key hidden beneath the harmless magical flames. With your keen adventuring skills, you realize that there is a continual flame spell that has been cast on this brazier.
Oh man, this fire's just for funsies. You know, just grab the key out, hold it up. Cha-ching.
That's why I was still cold. Oy.
Wasn't just a creeping specter of death. It was just drafty.
What?
What?
I hope not. I thought I got rid of that.
Yeah, I don't know. Just felt it in my guts.
Everywhere.
So there's a closed door. Yes.
Nope, it's an open
Oh,
door.
it's open door. Okay.
Yeah, if you look beyond the rune scribe doorway, there lies a long, wide hall. Even at first glance, it becomes all too clear that the hall is outright dangerous. Just beyond the doorway, the stone floor looks jagged and uneven. The floor ends where spidery red glowing runes line both walls. Where the runes end, so does the floor as it becomes a pool of bubbling, hissing, greenish liquid that only has 3 narrow boards as a way across it. Beyond the green pool is a pair of crudely carved bearded faces that dominate the hallway walls. The hall ends in a wide open doorway. The square stones that frame the walls are constructed of thumb-sized holes arranged in a perfectly spaced pattern that is reminiscent of 5 pips on a gaming die. As you take in what looks to be a very foul root, a booming voice decrees, "Enter, heroes, and prove thy worth, if ye dare."
It's dramatic.
Oh, you heard him. Go ahead.
Wait, hey, just hold up. Anyone got magic or a torch or anything? Someone should light that other one, right? Because you told us what it said, didn't you?
Yes. It said
Yeah.
that, I mean, it says fire reveals the treasure. So if that one's
That's not
not
fire.
lit, we
That's not fire. That's a flame spell.
All right. Let me get my torch out. I'll
But real
I'll light
fire in the other one. Yeah.
light that with my tinderbox,
Yeah, let's do that.
and then we'll go over to the unlit brazier.
Brazier.
So you're
Then
just
I'll
going to
try
try
to
to light it with your tinder?
Torch. Yeah. Well, I put my torch in there and try to light it.
It does not light.
It's broken.
I'm gonna firebolt into the into it.
You firebolt into it, and it does not open.
Ah.
Or it does not.
Oh, you gotta warn me about that.
Okay,
Yeah.
being skeptical of
Got
everything,
a heart condition or something.
concerned about everything. Do we need to light the one that has the fake fire in it?
You
Maybe.
try it.
That's what they've been. Oh well, I don't know. That's not. I thought you were talking about the one. That's not. I'm not trying to throw you off. No.
They were trying to light the one that wasn't lit, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The one that did not have the fake fire in it.
Yeah, worth a shot.
So let's try to light the one that has fake fire.
Fiery one. You got it. So who's got this?
I should have. I have a
Tinder
tinderbox
box.
in my kit. Yeah.
Tinderbox, flame fingers. Which one are you going to take this?
I can firebolt it from here. We don't need to walk to it.
Okay.
Great.
Energy.
Sure.
Pew.
It doesn't light. The one that's already lit. Just
That's right.
tinder.
This is broken.
I mean, we could start the whole room on fire if we wanted to.
Tasty boys.
From a tasty voice thing, yeah.
I do love playing with Phineas because it's like dungeon crawling with Bernie Sanders. It's so good.
It is a little bit like dungeon crawling.
I hate this. I was gonna be like, you know what? I'm just gotta hit a little bit. I can't like
Alright.
things.
So you enter the hall, and as you take your first steps in, you hear that same loud voice yell, "Begin!" And the spike gates begin to descend to block off the entry chamber for the halls. So
Oh, geez.
you all have a choice. If you're in the entry hall, you can choose to stay there, or you can choose to enter into the Dodgers Hall.
Oh, we gotta go.
I'm entering.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So the five of you enter, and you are in this large, long hall. If you need any kind of description of the hall again, you can let me know. Otherwise, I can show you a little bit at a time. And yes, Warrior, I will endeavor to make this.
Turn your background off, man.
You have basically seen this. Oh,
That's
far.
perfect.
There it
Nailed
is.
it.
Yeah, so you started off at the bottom in the entry, and you see this large, long hallway.
What a lush portrait. Highland's gonna be like, oh, hey, sorry about that. For a dungeon, this place has inadequate signage. I did not know that was gonna happen. So ahead of us we're in kind of a long, narrowish room. Is that
Mhm.
correct? And then there's some
Yeah.
green stuff, and there's some
as you
boards
look
over the
through-
green stuff, and then there's some faces on the wall. Is that right?
Yep, absolutely. So you see, you're kind of on a stone floor that's kind of
Mhm.
jagged and uneven. The floor ends where there's spidery red glowing runes line both walls. Where the runes end, so does the floor as it becomes a pool of bubbling, hissing, greenish liquid that only has 3 narrow boards as a way to cross it, which, believe me,
no.
was very hard when we had a centaur as part of the party.
You just wait for centaur problems.
Beyond the green pool is a pair of crudely carved, bearded faces that dominate the hallway walls. The hall ends in a wide open doorway. The squared stones that frame the walls are constructed of thumb-sized holes arranged in a perfectly spaced pattern that is reminiscent of 5 pips on a gaming die. So, yes.
Are any of you gonna need help crossing those boards? Because I can just run across this.
Yeah.
No problem.
Tiny legs.
We'll see how it goes, I guess.
What's
I,
your guys' passive perception?
21.
Ooh, that's good.
Also 21.
13.
Mine's
I miss
14.
Bargarette. What was yours, Christian?
Also 13.
Bernadette?
14.
Okay, so Highland and Phineas, you start to hear a rumbling, and you realize that the door that has come down behind you has started to shift, and now the entire wall is slowly moving for you. And as it moves forward, it reveals spikes and it's just slowly grading along the floor, kind of moving towards you.
Oh man, I didn't know
Okay.
it was these levels. Sorry, Mario man. What?
All right, people, we got to move. There's the spikes back there. We're gonna get squished and
Okay.
poked.
I don't know. Maybe I can figure something out from the other side. So Highland is just gonna run up the wall, over the green stuff along the wall, and then down to in front of the doorway using his 65 feet of movement.
Holy butts. Okay.
I did
All
not
right.
see that coming.
For the sake
Nobody
of
sees it coming. I'm
kind
real
of
fast.
decision making, I'm going to have everybody roll initiative.
Oh, okay.
You're not being attacked, but you kind of are, because the entire thing's trying to attack you.
Yeah, it's cog. It's not great. 15.
All right.
With my initiative bonus of 0, I have a 5.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
I got an 18.
There you go.
I did 2 better than Nate.
All right.
Okay, that's better dice.
And Christy?
I got a crit.
Good
Nice.
crit, bad crit.
Good crit.
Oh, wow. All right. So, Bernadette.
Also realizing my AC probably needs to come down if we're not having magic items, because I think that's some special belts.
Hey,
Cheating
you
up
are
a
who you are.
storm.
I don't care.
I mean, I'm not giving up Grundlebutt. She's worked real hard for that. So
It's true.
Okay. All right. So you've moved so far, Kletos. Sorry,
Excuse
not
me?
Kletos. Island.
Do we all look the same to you?
Right now?
Racist.
Right now, the orc
But you're
looks
just
like the dwarf looks
you're just
like
fuzzy,
the-
non-complex shapes. You're just
It's all pops and clicks from here.
yeah. So
Okay.
he could double move for 130.
Okay. All right. Well, you walk up and over all of that. And all right. So now we're going to go in this order. So Highland has kind of run up and around. It's going to go Bernadette, Bargarette, Highland, Christian, and then Phineas. And we'll kind of proceed through like that as we move through. So each of these groups is, it's approximately 30 feet each. So the kind of undulating stone, the kind of bare floor, the green pit, the heads on the other piece. Oh, yeah, and Phineas, thank you for putting that in the chat. That's very helpful. So Bernadette, how do you want to proceed?
Set the scene for me again, super quick. I literally can't retain anything for more than 30 seconds
No
right now.
worries. There's basically, it's a 120-foot deep hall.
Okay.
It's probably about 25 feet across.
Okay.
You're on kind of some uneven stone, and then there's an area with kind of a bare dirt ground, and there's red glowing runes that are on both walls. After that, the kind of third section is bubbling, hissing greenish liquid that has the 3 narrow boards. And then beyond that, there is a number of crudely carved bearded faces that dominate the hallway walls. And then there's kind of an open doorway at the end.
Okay. So we're just rolling initiative to decide like what we're doing in what order.
Yeah, I'm just kind of doing it to keep track, and because
Gotcha.
obviously there are traps and there are other things, and that helps me keep track of what's going
Right. So Bernadette is actually a dungeon delver,
on.
and she essentially has advantage on any like wisdom or perception or investigation or initiative checks when it comes to finding secret doors or a trap or
Okay.
something that could be perceived as a trap. So I think she's gonna just do like a trap check sort of roll.
Okay.
I'm
Would
willing
like
to
that
bet
to be.
What's that, Christian?
I'm willing to bet she finds one.
Oh no, I didn't spring any.
It's not just like there's a trap. It's also like there's a trap and this is what it is.
Yeah.
So. With advantage, that is. Are we calling this perception, or?
Yeah, you can do
Okay.
perception. Yeah, why don't you make me perception at advantage?
All right, that's 18.
Okay. Yeah, this is either you could pick anybody. It can be Nancy Drew, it can be Sherlock, it can be Monk, but it's like the television trope of being able to be like, "Goonk," and like something like lights up on the wall, and you see something in the distance, and it's like,
Yes.
and then you see something on the floor, and it's like, whoa, 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 and you kind of recognize all these things, and like you put it all together, and you're in your mind palace or whatever, kind of colloquial euphemism you want to use, and that there seems to be a kind of trap at the end of the hall that's pointed towards you. The runes that you see on the side, you feel could be triggered. The boiling pit of acid, you think is a boiling pit of acid. And you have the funny feeling that maybe as you move into those faces, you should avoid their breath and their gaze.
Okay.
Is that seems appropriate for the kind of feat, right?
I would say so.
I haven't
mean,
dealt with a whole lot of dungeon delvers. I also haven't
Yeah.
dealt with a whole lot of level 20 dungeon delvers.
Yeah, I mean, it's also like the general, like when you first get dungeon delving, it's kind of just like you can tell if there's a trap, and like you can tell like that's a pit trap, or you can tell like that bridge is rigged, so like when you walk over it, it's gonna fall down and that sort of thing. So presumably at level 20, you would be like, that's a trap there, that's a trap there, that's a trap
Gotcha.
there, end of discussion.
Cool. Okay.
So I will share that information with my friends, because while this is a competition, if we all die, it is not a very successful for me either.
That's very true. Okay, so you point that out to Christian and Phineas and Bargarette, who are standing near you. Highland, can you make me a perception check to see if you can kind of hear across all this? Because the green is bubbling and there's kind of sounds, and that wall is closing in.
21.
Yeah, you can kind of overhear that. You kind of perk your Minotaur ears, kind of cup them back towards Bernadette as she's explaining everything, and then you're like, "Oh man,
Well,
really dodged a bullet there.
I did.
Whatever a bullet is."
I don't know. Sounds good.
All right.
Put that on a
He
shirt.
knows for Mass Effect D&D what a bullet is now.
I sure do.
All
Actually,
right,
they don't use bullets. They use like tungsten shards or something. There was a whole discussion about it's not bullets, guys. And I was like, okay,
It's a real gun.
okay,
It's magnets.
I've never played before. It's
Oh,
fine.
they work.
okay,
It's fine.
okay, all right, okay.
I don't know. Okay, so Bernadette, you've let people know that there is kind of something at the end of the hallway.
Yep.
As you're letting them know, 2 repeating crossbows spray the entire length of the hall with a
Oh,
hail
no.
of blunted crossbow bolts. On the list, you are going to kind of all need to, well, I'll roll for it because these are actually attacks. So each of you are going to potentially be shot by one of these.
How high are the crossbow bolts?
Do you think you're just underneath them?
I'm
not
not
goblin height.
I'm not
They're
tall.
they're pretty well distributed. There are kind of all manners of humanoids and creatures that come through the Barlock crawl. It's not necessarily going to be kind of an even spread, but odds are he's gonna get you.
All right.
It's an equal opportunity dungeon, bro.
Just checking.
Okay.
Just
So Highland, you're gonna get hit with one of these from behind because I hit a crit, and you will take bludgeoning damage. You'll take 9 bludgeoning damage, and then Phineas.
As this is happening,
Yeah,
can I throw up the cantrip door?
you can. Yeah,
I do that. There is now a door.
that's a
on-
reaction, right?
coming from. I think I just have it as an action.
Okay. In that case, you could do it like in your turn.
Okay.
But I'm going to say by the time this gets to you, I'll let you kind of cast it as a reaction.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So it won't hit Phineas. It won't hit Bargarette. It won't hit Bernadette. And it won't hit Christian.
Oh, okay.
Off to a good start.
Just
I
like
rolled
your
a 20 and
wormlings
a
last night.
17 on my first two, and the rest none of them were above double digits.
Oh boy.
I literally have I have so many D20 and they're
I know.
garbage. Well, let's just hope it doesn't happen like it did last time. Hey, Aunt Marcy. Who's got an aunt named Marcy?
Me.
Hey,
Hey.
Bernadette.
Hey.
$20 from Aunt Marcy. Thank you so much, Aunt Marcy.
So
I don't know why I'm thanking for you. Gotta keep it moving. Time.
Can you tell which direction each trap is going to come from?
You can guess that from what Bernadette told you, the one that's pointed at you is going to come straight at you, and the ones that are perched on the walls are probably going to go this way. Also, the acid is below you. Don't fall in.
So
Not so much a trap as a natural
Giant.
hazard.
wondering if we could, like, if we know which direction the traps are coming from, that I could throw up door along the path on the ground off to the side to kind of serve as a barrier.
How big is door?
Sections. It's a normal sized door.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it basically kind of as an action once per your turn. So you could essentially kind of move your door or set up your door as you're going along, but you probably will only be able to do that for yourself or for one other person.
Yeah.
Basically kind of one door. Because is it a concentration spell? Do you have to like maintain the door?
It's
You just conjure a door?
The door exists until I either summon another door,
Okay.
let go of it, somebody breaks it, or 5 minutes.
All right. Well, there you go, gang. If you get a door from Christian, them's the rules.
Makes sense.
Okay, Bargarette.
Okay, so how far between us and where Highland is?
About 120 feet.
120. Okay. How long between us and the trend? So like it's basically like 3 sections of traps, right?
4 sections.
Or 4,
Yeah.
sorry, 4 sections. So if it's 120 feet, 4 sections, about
4
30
sections
feet
of hall.
hall. 4 sections of hall. So between what she points out, though, we can expect maybe about every 30 feet.
Yeah.
We got to figure something out.
Ow.
Yeah, I love how Chrissy was in there like evil,
She like crawled up
person.
on my lap and then like she just bit me and I was like, well, what did you even want? Like, why are you here?
And the first ones were
What a
the
jerk.
ones on the wall, right?
Um,
Faces? Was that the faces on the wall?
The faces are the furthest on the wall. Yep. And then at the end, kind of surrounding that doorway, that's where the bolts came from.
Yep.
So it's bolts, faces, acid, runes, floor.
Okay. Is there, it's going to sound really weird, but is there anything like above us that we can maybe like throw a rope and like Indiana Jones over things?
Oh, make me a perception check.
You tried to Indiana Jones over the acid pit?
I rolled a crit.
You did Indiana Jones over that
Wow.
acid pit.
Well,
Like Tarzan style.
I mean,
These dice were amazing last night, so I was like, I'm using them again.
heck yeah. Yeah, you look pretty closely and you realize, like, as you're looking into the stone, because this is kind of underneath everything. So this is carved out of a cavern. And you feel like using your, dwarfy wiles, you could probably lasso a stalactite or, maybe wrap it around a little outcropping if you have something that would be appropriate in that, in that section.
I got 50 feet of rope. Let's do it. Let's do it. We get through
Okay.
the first one at least.
Okay, so you're gonna move move through the first section? How far are you moving? Are you just using your regular movement? Are you trying to dash through two of them? Bargarette's a dwarf, 25 feet.
She's a little faster. She's 35 feet.
Okay. I always forget that like level 20, it's kind of like the rules do not apply to us.
So weird.
We
It's
shall
so
move
weird.
10 more minutes or 10 more feet every 6 seconds.
Right?
Ooh, we've been cross training, bro.
Oh,
More honks equals more donks. Am I right, Bernadette?
Absolutely.
We played a
Honks
goose
for
game.
donks. Honks for donks.
Okay, so I wanna swing over this first section, don't I, guys? If I set it up, can everyone else swing over it too?
The only kind of swingable space you feel is that kind
Goes
of
further
third
down.
section where the acid is. Yeah. So that's probably about 60 feet away from where you are right now.
Okay.
hey, that's something. Good job. Good
I
job. I like where
mean-
your head's at.
I know, but this doesn't help right now.
Like some sort of like this could be you in like 18 seconds.
Could you come back and carry me?
No.
All stars.
I get the feeling that I can maybe just sort of run real fast and see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's do it. Let's just.
All right. You dash through. I'd like you to make me a dexterity saving throw as the first section starts to shift and the stone starts to undulate as you're moving through it.
I get to do this at advantage. I rolled a 13 and an 18. So that's
An 18
21.
will be 18 will be enough to get through that first part. And then I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw as you move through the second part. As the runes on the wall start to glow a deeper red and
Oh, no.
almost open, like scars as firebolts erupt from them.
get a little lower. That one's a 16.
Okay, so you are going to take. You're going to take 18 fire damage,
Okay.
but you kind of make it through a little singed, worse for wear, but you're right at the kind of precipice of the acid pit. So Highland, it's your turn.
Okay. I have a question. I would like to do some monk shit.
Okay.
So
It's
Highland.
a technical term too.
So
monk shit.
so there are
Absolutely.
so on how so there are in both horizontally like both across and down the hall are those dart things, right?
Yeah, the darts
look
came
like-
from behind you. They're on the wall where the kind of open door is to the next
Right.
part of the dungeon.
Okay. And so what I would like to do, and there's 5 holes in each one, like a dice. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
On the end,
Mhm.
the square stones that frame the walls are constructed of thumb-sized holes arranged in a perfectly spaced pattern that is reminiscent of 5 pips on a gaming die. So
Alright.
it's basically like there's the door right here, and then on either side, it's like boop, boop, boop. And those are what shoot down the hall.
All right. So as a monk, I can hit things a lot of times. As a monk, I have darts. As a monk, as a drunken master monk, I can use
The
flurry
best kind
blows
of
to
monk.
hit 5 different targets as long as they're different targets. Can I stick darts into 8 of those holes if I make 8 attack rolls and succeed?
Yeah, I
Great.
will. And that's inspiration. Also, Bargarette, if you didn't take inspiration or I didn't tell you, you should take it for that Indiana Jones. I was trying to think of a dwarf name, Indiana Gimli. Yeah, I'm a little slow on the uptake.
Indiana Gimli.
I get a lot of the feeling that I was trying to do sort of like second level Mario World.
Nice.
Sure.
Things are spinning. you're
Gimli and
jumping.
Jones. Is that better? I don't know.
There you go.
We'll workshop it.
All right. I'll roll 8 attacks. I
Yeah,
guess.
roll them all. And
Uh,
for as we're going through here, just to kind of keep it moving in terms of the timer, if you want to roll your damage along with your attack, that'd be great.
I'm just sticking darts in them. I don't really care how much damage it does.
Yeah. For you, it's
But-
just successes, but
yeah.
for all the
Okay.
other things we're doing.
The lowest one is 17.
17. Yeah. So you're over there and you're like,
I'm going to stick them in the holes that are facing down the corridor. So 8 of those holes
yep.
are stuck. And then Highland is going to move into the doorway so he doesn't get shot anymore.
Smart. Absolutely. Are you still going to be kind of like looking back and trying to help conduct traffic? Or
He'll see if there's any need or opportunity to help. I'm going to be like, I plug those for you guys. You're welcome.
All right. Sounds good.
And with his free action, he'll open up his flask of endless whiskey and have a little bit of whiskey while he waits for everybody to cross the pit of acid.
All right. So at this point, bolts fire out of the 2 coming down again, and they're going to. One is going to be trying to hit Bernadette.
No,
that's not going to hit. The other one is also
Yay.
not going to hit. Level 20, am I right? Highland, as you're there taking a big old slug of your whiskey, you notice that the yawning mouths of the stylized face that are carved on the left-hand wall of the hall begins to belch a noxious cloud of spores. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
With the mouth that that are that are facing the.
So the mouth, basically, it's undulating stone, runes, acid, and you're at the far end.
And at the far end, like in the doorway.
Yeah, you're in the doorway right there.
Yeah.
But it's coming from the left-hand side of that last one up and kind of like filling up that space.
Okay.
So like doorway, if this is the wall at the end, you're kind of in the doorway right here, and it's on this wall, and it's belching the cloud like across this way.
Okay, and so it's like kind of okay. I think I get it. Spatial imagination, man. After no sleep, it's good.
Sorry.
What kind of saving throw was it? Thank you.
The face is right here on this wall, and it's coming across, and you're standing kind of at the entrance into this.
So it's like it's sort of spreading out. Okay,
it's
that
kind of
makes
coming
sense.
across kind of slowly.
I'm not like stupidly standing in front of it or something. I'm just
no. You're standing in the doorway. But you just notice that it starts to emanate that, so you need to kind of make a Constitution saving throw, and you can react to it. Like you could jump back into the next space, or your Minotaur lungs. Or something.
It's an 18.
That's exactly what you need to save. So,
monks, level 14. They're proficient in all saving throws. He'll bounce back out of the way.
All right, so all right, that is it. Okay. And then no one is across kind of in the fire spot. No, Bargarette is. Bargarette, you're gonna need to make me another
spot.
Well, actually, these are fire bolts, so these are attacking. So there's going to be 3 bolts. Dwarves. Okay. Even like honestly, I've juiced this dungeon to ridiculous lengths, and it's still like, 18, 19, 20, 20, 13. Oh, Christian, please come into my web. Okay. So Christian, it's your turn. You've seen fire spewing across the kind of second space. The floor kind of underneath you is starting to undulate. But where you are, you're just kind of like going up and down, being like, okay. All right.
And where Highland is in the doorway, it's safe?
Yeah. 120 feet down. Yep.
Okay. So
I mean, it's not safe. You just saw a noxious, gas cloud emanate from one of the bearded faces at the end, but and not what lays beyond the doorway.
I can tell you though if I turn around.
Hey man, there's someone there.
You guys got to get down here. This is cool.
This is really great. This is much better than getting firebolts to the face.
Having seen the rest of you, this is stupid. I cast Dimension Door, and
Okay.
pop out where
Highland.
it is.
And you take
Alright.
no one with you?
Well, I mean, they already went ahead. I
Phineas
mean, you
didn't.
haven't. You could go more, but they went ahead.
Tasty boys.
I love Christian. No, you're there, and Phineas is just like, kids,
And
respect for the elders.
when I come out of the dimension door, it's to like onto Highland's back.
Okay, so you're just like riding them, like,
Yep.
Hey, excellent.
Hey, this is
Wow, this is
I have short legs.
this is a lot. I just met you.
I mean, we need each other to get through, right?
Debatable.
You'll probably.
All stars.
Can I try to deceive? I would like to try to deceive Ketel.
Yeah, make me a deception check.
Absolutely.
Kettle, you can make an insight check.
All right. Am I good at insight? Nope.
31.
Yeah, no, I can't beat that. I don't even need to roll that.
You totally need me. I'm very important to the success of this.
Yeah, okay, we're on a team, man. Just like warn a guy. You know?
Yeah. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Okay.
You and
Right,
me.
so
best friends
Christian-
forever.
You're down at the end. Phineas, Christian was standing right next to you with his door shielding, and you were kind of like huddled next to him. And then all of a sudden, his door disappears, and another door kind of magically opens out of the seam of the fabric of space and time. And he passes through it, and then you see him on the Minotaur's back, 120 feet down there. You
And I
are-
can like follow him through the door.
I believe he has to take you through the door.
Pretty sure it does.
Yeah, the door doesn't stay open.
It's worth a shot, Nate.
It's
Worth
worth a shot.
It's always worth a shot. All right. Well, I am going to.
Where's
I
the
mean,
safety net?
I think he should have at least a chance to dive through it when he saw it open.
Okay, absolutely. Make me a dexterity saving throw if you want to do that.
I wasn't preventing him from going through the dimension door.
You're just out for
I'm a
yourself.
team
That's okay.
player.
Can we add a caveat that if he does succeed? No, never mind.
4?
Yeah.
That would have been funny though.
All right, and then I'm going to need you to make me a dexterity saving throw. As you try to like jump and you kind of stumble on the undulating floor.
Why couldn't I do that the first time? Natural 20.
Oh. So you kind of do the kind of vaudeville pratfall where it looks like you're going to fall and you kind of roll through and kind of like stand up like Willy Wonka style. Yes. And then
That was
And then I
good.
can just
You
kind
see
of use that to keep my movement going to move through the 30 feet of the floor there.
yeah.
All right.
What are you going to do? Are you going to kind of move through? What's your movement?
30.
Okay. So we'll say you can kind of get just to the edge and be perched at the last piece that isn't undulating. So you don't
Okay.
get blasted in the face by firebolts.
Well,
I mean, you could.
unless you're into that.
We don't kink shame in this dojo.
I'm not into that, but I'm going to move the 30 feet. So I'm at the edge of the
Okay.
pit. The
It's-
acid
Of the
pit.
acid?
Yeah.
All right.
You
So you're
still have
standing next
impressive
to me, then?
longevity nonetheless.
Right.
Be prepared for some bolts.
Oh, I'm
2
prepared.
bolts.
Who can I see who they're going to hit? If I do, I'm a protection fighter, so I can make you do disadvantage.
Oh, these are the firebolts.
Oh,
These,
the
these are the
firebolts, okay.
runes like belching at you because you've like moved through that space.
That's fine.
Okay, so you're going to take 17 from one of the bolts, and you're going to take 14 from another bolt.
Dang, you got
Get hit with 2.
All
I
right.
know this is like chump change to a lot of you, but
It'll add up.
it all adds up.
Straight up
Hey.
kill.
20 minutes is a lot of time to give up if you go down.
Mhm.
So he ends up like 5 squares away from me then, right? Or right next to me.
Yeah, you guys are essentially kind of neck and neck with each other. You can let me know, Phineas, how close you are to Bargarette.
I'll be right
But
next to her.
those planks that go across the bubbling green viscous fluid, which using your keen adventuring skills, you think might be handsome.
rope.
They are spaced equidistant across that. So kind of it's like 5 feet from each wall. There's one, and then kind of 5 feet in between.
But they can be moved.
Oh.
Yes.
You are literally the first person in all 3 times I've run this bar crawl that has asked me, can we move the boards?
Did we not do that last time?
Inspiration, Phineas. No.
All right.
No, you definitely didn't. The centaur like did some weird scooch thing across. Some of you helped each other because God, I don't even remember.
Thurston is immune to acid, so he just walked through the acid pool.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that you
beautiful.
played as Thurston for
Yeah.
that. Oh, Kletos, you're so intelligent. All right. So yeah. So if you want to like stop next to Bargarette and be like, we should move the boards.
That's
You
a
could
free
definitely
action.
get on that
Yeah.
on your next turn.
It's probably a lot safer than trying to lasso a stalactite and swing
Right.
across.
Let's
You
move the
did it,
boards
though.
together.
You did it.
Okay, so as you kind of reach the edge of that, the undulating floor stops and the wall starts to move forward, and it moves forward 15 feet. So it's halfway through that first section with the spikes pointing out towards you. I think maybe like sleep deprived DM James might be better than regular DM James.
We'll find out.
Certainly more exciting. All right, we're back to the top of the pops. Bernadette, with your
So where's
natural
everybody
20.
placed right now?
Your what?
And so where's everybody placed right now? So we've got
Highland and Christian are at the kind of end in the hallway, kind of trying to stay away from the noxious cloud. Bargarette and Phineas are standing immediately next to one another at the edge of the precipice of the acid pit. And you've heard Phineas say, we should move the boards.
okay. Well, I'm super strong, so I feel like I could help move some boards.
Nice. All right.
Is that just like a strength or a dex?
Yeah, make me a
What do you want?
strength check.
I'm gonna just lift
And you're
some
only really
boards.
moving them 5 feet, but keep in mind that
They're very heavy.
you need to have some sort of idea about which one you want to move first, because they don't have a ton of overhang on either side.
Sure.
So to
there's
be strong
3 of
enough to
them, and they're
move,
like
yeah.
equidistant from one another.
they are.
Okay.
Yeah. They're all parallel going across.
Okay. I'm gonna move one. Crit.
Crit
Nice.
Positive?
Positive crit. I will tell you
Nice.
when it is a negative crit.
Bernadette,
They'll be-
killing.
Be less happy.
Yeah.
Crit.
There'll be a
One.
swear usually.
I
Yeah, it'll be like,
don't know.
"Oh,
Maybe at level
crits."
20, you're kind of like critical failure, but that doesn't affect me because I can opt to not have it affect me.
It's just fun to be human sometimes, you know?
That's true. Just really
Man, failure is
experience
just
the
a part of
full.
life.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So you're able to move one. So now these boards, we'll say they're kind of like rough hewn, maybe about a foot wide a piece. So now you
Okay.
got about 2 feet wide a piece.
Nice. That seems
Nice work.
significantly more stable.
Yeah. And we'll say that's essentially your action.
Okay.
I'll let you kind of laterally move the 5 feet. So you could attempt to kind of start to move out and make it most of the way across the acid, or you could wait.
I'm
It's
gonna
up to
wait
you.
for right now because
All right.
I feel like there might be some of us that need more assistance getting across this acid pool than others of us.
All right. Highland and Christian, what were your passive perceptions again?
I'm not saying
Why?
that's you, Phineas, but I'm not saying it's you.
Mine's 21.
I feel targeted.
And mine is 13.
Okay.
If
So,
you-
Ketel,
Looking out for the
you
elderly,
kind
okay.
of hear some gears whirring, the sound of kind of like stone grounding on stone. And you recognize that that's the same sound that happened right before the bolts came last time. So if you'd like to warn your compatriots, you can. There's still 2 bolts that will fire out.
The bolts are coming. Yeah,
That's just your warning. Heads up,
Yeah,
guys.
bolts are coming.
Bolts are
What am I
coming.
going to
Bolts are
say?
coming. Wait a minute.
What he said.
Dear friends and adventurers, I've gathered you here today to let you know that the holes in the wall that I haven't stuck darts into are going to shoot stuff at you. Actually, he will say it that way. I like that.
Thank you
Phineas,
for your
you
service.
are going to get plunked with one of them.
All right.
Oh, Mark, thank you so much.
Thanks, Mark.
I don't know which Mark that is. I know many Marks. I have a cousin Mark. I have a friend Mark.
There's a lot
We have
there's a
friends
lot of
Marks.
I know some married Marks.
Yay, Mark.
We do.
Man, if that was the married Marks donating as Mark, that would be the best. So, Vinter, you are going to get hit with one of these darts
All right.
for 6 of bludgeoning damage.
I'll take it.
And then Bargarette, you are at the precipice. You've just seen Bernadette Blackblade just hoss one of these planks over, and Phineas is like sitting there after getting hit by a dart, just being like, "Oh."
Like shaking his cane at the whole.
Like-
This is why in my day we plugged all the bolt holes.
In this economy, just shooting endless bolts at people.
So irresponsible.
People are starving out on the streets.
Do I feel it would be safer for us to get across if I move the third board, or do we? Is 2 enough? You think?
That's going to be up to you. You could make a
Can I do
you
like a
make
perception?
history check
Or
or a
history?
perception check or an acrobatics check. Just kind of size up the situation.
Do some cartwheels, well, yes.
Let's do perception. Ooh,
All
13.
It's just acid. You know,
Big whoop.
acid. You know, like a
Uh,
clumsy. You're
I mean-
Bargarette Lucovic Orcslayer.
Right.
You're a legend.
I'm just gonna go across, and I'm gonna see if it's safe for everybody else.
All right. So as you go across, I need you to make me an acrobatics move.
Oh, I wish it was
you're go-
athletics now.
How fast are you going across? Are you going to try to kind of make it across with your movement?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm
Okay,
not gonna.
well then make it a disadvantage.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Hey, that's not terrible. My lowest roll was a 12, so with my
That's
acrobatics,
okay.
it's a 16.
All right. So I need you to oh boy.
Give yourself
Okay.
a pat on the back.
Maybe
'cause you're-
16's not good enough.
He's not. So as you move, the acid below you as you're kind of running, as the board is kind of like bouncing as you're moving across, splashes up, and I need you to take
Oh no. Don't burn a hole through the board. We need that.
13 acid damage.
Okay.
No.
Oh no, your heavy armor.
Damn it. This is why I'm gonna kill all the tasty boys before you get to level 15, because I can't deal with this shit. Oh no! Oh,
Come
did I
on.
get? Did you get splashed? Oh, 14 damage. Oh,
Yeah,
You-
well, as we learned
all
last
stars.
night, as we learned last night, even if you only get hit for like 10 or 11 damage, if you get hit like 8 times in a turn, it's a lot.
That is
That'll
true.
do.
You know, do with people in heavy armor, you make them fall into rivers and then they can't get out because they're too heavy.
That's true. That's a classic.
Well,
or
keep
quicksand.
rolling low, and we'll see how that river
Alright.
of acid does.
Died once that
Yeah.
way, so it should be a repeat.
I
Ooh.
think you just killed me.
Good.
Oh, Vinar Turngar died.
Also, I'm pretty sure that the Mark is my friend Mark Lesher, because whenever we do Zoom chat, his name is always set to Mark with an exclamation point. So, Mark Lesher, if you're watching, I love you.
We're so
Or
close
it's
to
a wrestling
8,000,
fan.
guys. So close to
I know.
8,000.
So
Wow,
exciting.
Good.
All right.
let me see.
Highland.
Oh, hello.
What are you up to?
So is the cloud of spores? Was it like a sort of like poof, or is it like
Yeah.
a lingering cloud of spores?
No, it starts to dissipate slowly.
Okay.
It starts to settle, kind of
Mhm.
like as spores do. They kind of fall
Mhm.
down, and then
Yeah.
you could imagine that this happens pretty regularly, and that they
Mhm.
they probably sweep it out, in
Mhm.
between, so people can't be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, man, there's a lot of spores in the
Little
ground."
spores on the ground.
Yeah. Fresh
Okay.
soil in, man. They're not
Highland-
cheap.
Highland is going to watch Margaret fall into the acid. It's like that kind of bums me out. So he's going to take some inspiration from Margaret, and
Okay.
he's going to kind of cock his head back for the purposes of moving things along. Can
Yeah.
like a very quick dialogue between him and Christian happen without it going to his turn. He'll
Yeah.
just say, Christian, question for you. Do you want to get off my back or hold a rope?
What are you about to do? Is
But,
it dangerous?
yes or no? Nope, that's not. Those aren't the options. Rope or shoulders.
Shoulders.
All right,
No rope.
hop off. Rope. Okay. So he hands Christian a rope.
Yep.
Then he runs up the wall onto the ceiling, over to the stalactite
Mhm.
that Bargarette had talked about,
Yeah.
slapping a rope around. He's going to be like, all right, let the rope go. And then he is going to, since this is all like it's initiative, it's all happening concurrently.
Yep. Yep.
So he's just gonna, because he's got to keep moving. He's just gonna keep running in small circles around the stalactite,
Okay.
and then so there's like a rope hanging down. Assuming Christian actually does what he was told and drops the rope.
Christian, did you do what you were told?
Of course.
Okay.
I didn't like it, but I did it.
All right.
Great.
Sounds good. I do love Bargarette that you're like, I'm gonna give Leanna Jones this shit, and then you're like, should I just walk across? Yes, I should. I know. Oh, I'm so sleepy.
Sometimes I just make it too complicated. Sometimes you just gotta go.
Absolutely.
True.
Okay, awesome. The floor continues to settle down behind you, and the wall continues to push. It pushes another 10 feet, and it's almost to the ruins right now. And then for everybody, well, let's see. For the two of you that are still in the space with the runes right by the acid, I'm going to roll a 4, a 5, and a 5, and nothing's going to happen because I'm terrible. Ew.
No, your
Auntie
dice are
Anne?
terrible.
Who's got an Auntie Anne?
Another one of mine.
Oh,
Nice.
Bernadette, your aunties are coming through.
They really are.
$7,873 raised.
Nice.
We go hard. All right.
All day, all night.
So there's now something hanging from the top. Another belch of the spore cloud is going to come out of the large bearded visage to the left of Christian. And Christian, can you make me a Constitution saving throw?
Yeah.
Thank
Wait,
you.
up on the ceiling? Christian's on my shoulders on the ceiling.
Oh, he's on your shoulders?
Mhm, he's holding the rope.
Oh, I did not get that. Okay, just kidding. I did not.
Yeah.
Nope,
I would
Didn't-
not have made that.
I did not get that. I thought basically that
I was
he
like, you
was
can-
holding onto the rope at one end. You were running up on the ceiling, and then he was letting go of the rope, so it
No,
would like swing
I was
down.
telling him that he can hold the rope or he can get off my shoulders, and he chose to stay on my shoulders. So
Okay,
he's got to hold the rope.
gotcha. All right, sounds good. All right, Christian, it's your turn. You're on his shoulders. Phineas, you're up next.
I continue to hang on for dear life.
Excellent.
I'm holding on to like his got like my thumbs in his pockets so he doesn't really fall. I'm just messing with him.
All right, Christian, make me a athletics check. Let's see what your grip strength is.
I really hope he's screaming the whole time it's happening too.
I think you would have to be, right?
Oh yeah.
It's a 10.
Oh,
That's not great.
that's not going to be good enough. So you are over the acid pit, and I'm going to need you to make me a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
Well, since it's a disadvantage, it's an 8.
Okie dokie. Christian, you are going to fall into the acid.
Wait, now that he's falling, is he a missile? Can I deflect him away from the acid pit?
No, because he's not coming at you. If he was coming at you, maybe I'd give you a
I
chance.
know it's worth a shot.
It is worth a shot. It was beautiful. If you don't have inspiration, that's very inspired. I would take that.
Here's
Okay.
here's what I would like to do. I would like
Yes.
to use a reaction,
Okay.
use Featherfall upon myself.
Nice.
To
Excellent.
give the horse who put me in this position a chance to save me.
I'm not a horse. The centaur thing was about like another group.
That was Elder Gway.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm scared. I had my head de-aged, so I have a regular centaur body, but I have a widow head. I'm
Oh,
so,
so
scared.
ridiculous.
I want to be a brave paladin, but I'm scared I'll get de-aged again. Sorry.
I feel
that
like
was
maybe
better.
Christian probably still calls him a horse.
Oh yeah, probably.
Oh, I mean, he does. It's just I gotta like stand up for myself as a minotaur.
He's like
All
kicking
right.
his heels into you, like he's wearing spurs. Like, giddy up,
Christian,
horsey.
you are going to take 23 acid damage.
Oh,
Too
Um,
much.
and we'll see. Phineas, you are at the edge. You've just seen Christian fall off of Highland and into the acid.
free will, man.
He may or may not be screaming.
So wait,
Um,
the Featherfall doesn't do me any good? It
It's
doesn't-
going to slow your descent,
You fall
that-
softer into the terrible
You don't
boiling
take
acid
fall
pit,
damage.
but that's your reaction.
but you
So
take the acid.
It's not allowing Highland a chance to snatch me and keep me out of the acid.
Or him to grab the rope.
I'll give it a shot.
Well, I would say you're only going to have one reaction. So you either get to try to grab Highland, grab the rope, or cast Featherfall.
Then I want to try to grab the rope.
Okay. Well, then make me a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
No, I do not grab the rope. So 23 points of damage, you say?
Acid damage, yes, sir.
Man, sorry, I thought you were better than that. I mean,
Wow.
like in a like I had confidence in you kind of way. Sorry, it's I don't hang around people too often.
I think we know why.
Wow. And I was gonna let you swing across.
All right, I'm putting this out in the chat. We're only $127 away from $8 grand.
After it.
Whoa!
We make it to $8 grand. I will extend the timer by 30 minutes.
Ooh!
What? That's
And
huge.
Come on, guys.
let me know when we get down to like 12, and I'll just.
Look,
Man, how much you got in your pocket? I got a $100 bill.
About to help me get halfway to my own goal.
Gotta get
Bargarette's
some of that sweet, sweet
got
gold.
like 4,000 gold on her. Can that convert at all?
Yep.
Yeah, if you
Think so.
convert it and make a donation, Bargarette, absolutely.
Oh,
All right. So as far as Christian, is he close to the boards at all or not?
Yeah, you could probably go out onto the board and see if you could reach him, or you could at least
Are
drop
you
a
strong
rope
enough
down
to
there or
pull
something.
him up though? If you
Oh.
do get out there,
Yeah, my strength is 20.
okay.
I'm
Or should I leave it up
I'm
to you?
past him though, right?
You are past him.
I'm past
yeah,
him.
you're about 2/3 of the way across because you were really trucking, but you were like rocking the boards.
Oh, she's not all the way over yet? Oh, jeez.
Ooh. No, she got splashed by acid. That kind of
Right,
slowed
Yeah,
her
that's
roll.
right. As it will.
Yeah.
right.
I mean,
Is-
I am 4'6". You could just crawl between my legs if you want.
That's true.
No.
He's not into it.
All right. Phineas, what are you doing?
Phineas couldn't get back up. He's going to use his movement to slowly go across the boards.
All
As-
right.
So your strength is 20, but you're also very feeble somehow.
Yeah.
He's like the old like bodybuilder guys that can still
Mhm.
lift a bunch, but like can't lean over to tie his shoe.
Right, isn't dexterous at all.
Yeah, which is
Gotcha.
why you need to make me a dexterity acrobats check, but at regular instead of disadvantage because you are moving
Oh.
gingerly, but not king gingerly.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use inspiration.
All right.
You can guess why. Oh, that's better, slightly. 11.
All right.
Yay!
Yeah. you are slowly moving across, being very, very careful. And as you reach about the halfway point, you see Christian splashing in the acid, and you're going to take some acid damage.
Okay.
4 acid damage for you.
Ugh. Just chill out in the acid. He's coming.
All right, I'm going to.
Look at
Can I
this
reach
stuff.
him with my hand to pick him up?
If you
Or
lay
sh-
down on the board,
Oh, I don't want to do that. Can I put my warhammer out for him to grab?
that you can do. I mean,
Excellent.
you could have done that before.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, not
It's
laying
just
down
consequences.
because I don't know he's going to get back up very well. So put the warhammer out so he can grab, so it's super close to him.
All right. The wall at the end now proceeds forward another 20 feet. It's halfway through the runes now. Also, at the end, you see a blasting stream of thunderous sound emanate from the screaming mouth of one of the bearded faces carved along the right-hand wall. There's nobody in that space currently, but it real loud.
Can I
And
hold?
then,
Sorry.
go ahead.
Can I hold my action for when Christian grabs the warhammer to pull him up and put him on the board?
You can, absolutely. All right. So Bernadette, you're up.
So we've got Operation Goblin Rescue happening.
Yes.
Has that been successful yet? Or are they just kind of like...
They're
still
working
in
on
the
it. You could help out.
Okay, I'll help out.
Okay. So you proceed gingerly out onto the dual boards, and
Yes.
you help to pull on Phineas's warhammer. Make me a strength check.
Okay.
And Phineas, I'll let you roll as well. So it's essentially advantage because teamwork make the dream work.
It's true.
16.
Just a check.
Yeah, just strength check.
Ooh, 19.
Yeah, you're able to pull Christian up. Christian, you're a little singed. Spend some time in the damage. What do you have for armor?
I do not.
You don't have any armor.
I'm a
I'm just
booyah.
Bold choice is the goblin.
Just asking.
You get to wear leather or anything?
No, he's not into that. Okay, so you're pulled up.
No kink
Again,
shaming.
we don't kink shame in this dojo. I'm just saying he's not into it. That's cool. You know, be into whatever you're into. Yeah. Yeah, you into cosplay? Whatever. You're into old guys? Sure. You like Taurus? Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you don't like your goblins and leather, you can have him in anything he wants.
We got you covered.
Oh my gosh, maybe this will end in a love affair between Christian and Phineas.
Baby, baby, it's a wild world. Aunt Susie
Anything's
donated
possible.
20.
Oh my god, the aunties are showing up.
Seriously.
They are.
I don't think
Thank
that's
you.
my Aunt Susie because she spells
That's
it with a
mine,
Y.
I'm pretty sure.
Another aunt? Man,
Wow.
I think they've
Christy's
like
aunties.
activated the auntie phone tree.
Seriously.
Nice.
That's
Your
my guess.
aunties are
That's
they're great.
we're down to $107 to extend the timer. So if you got aunties you can reach out to, now would be a
Get
good
your
time
auntie.
when you're not in initiative.
Get your auntie.
All right.
It's early enough. They're still up.
When
Go
they
on
pull me out,
Facebook and
am
tag
I able
everyone.
to take an action?
I'll let you make a reaction. I mean, you can take an action on your turn.
Okay, then I have to wait.
Okay.
Fine.
2 bolts are going to fire, and we'll see if they hit anybody. One of them is going to hit. Let's see. Joel, you're a 1 to 2. Phineas, you're a 3 to 4, and Bernadette, you're a 5 to 6. It's a 6, and you're going to take.
Rude.
Can I use the protection fighting style? I'm not sure if it'll count because it says while I'm using a shield and a creature I can see attacks a target.
No, I'll let you do it. So, like,
Alright.
you pull up
Disadvantage.
Christian together, and as Bernadette's about to get hit, you're both still holding onto your warhammer. You kind of like grab her shoulder and like pull on the warhammer, and you're like standing, like looking at each other on like each standing on a board, and a bolt goes right between you.
Ooh,
Nice.
Ooh.
That was a close one.
that was a close one.
All right. So next. Boop, boop, boop.
I'm beginning to suspect that this entire dungeon is just this one hall.
I hope so.
Oh,
There's a reason why people do not pass this dungeon. It's because they're like, maybe I'll look at this. Look, maybe everybody's on their own. I will say that right now, from what you have heard about the Thunderlock bar crawl, that you are maybe a third of the way through.
No, for God's sakes.
Maybe
We
not
got
so
this,
much.
guys. We
We're
got
only
this.
playing for another hour and a half at game time, so
or 2 hours if you donate now.
is that
That's a
2
true
hours
story.
of game time, or is that like was this originally a 2-hour timer that we're running in 3?
It's a 2-hour timer that I typically run in like in a 3-hour window because I
Okay.
slow it down for like combat.
Gotcha.
Not that there's any combat in this dungeon, but
Split.
Spoilers.
all right. I'll just say this: you probably want to raise another $107. So for everybody out there, if you'd like these legendary heroes to get over their own shit and get their name on the walls, you know,
You'd like to make sure we can't sleep for even longer.
yeah,
Legendary heroes and Christian.
and Christian
And Christian.
and Christian.
Where did we even find you? Like, where? How did you get into this?
I love it. He's just like,
He's-
"Oh, I like
He was
this
just like
massive
holding
Christian."
onto my tail when we walked in, and I didn't notice.
Yeah, he was like in a pocket.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
You know, I'm a big deal. I'm totally a big deal.
So is it Bargarette's turn now?
My turn.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
It is Bargarette's turn.
Well, Bernadette
Highland.
and Phineas are doing their thing, so I'm gonna keep going ahead to kind of. I know we can see it, but I'm gonna kind of scout ahead to make sure that we're not running into any other issues that they are gonna have a hard time getting.
Okay, so you can continue moving across the pit, and you enter the last area of the hallway where you see two kind of gaping bearded maws, one on each wall, and then
Don't
an
trust
open
those.
door at the end. And as you've gone closer, you can see what Highland was talking about with the bolts at the end, and you can see, what did you stuff in there again,
Darts.
Highland?
Darts.
Darts. Yeah, so you can see the little like fletches of the darts that he's kind of wedged in there to keep these bolts from coming out.
And I'd like just take some random thing out of my pocket and chuck it in front of the faces and see what happens.
Yeah, you absolutely can. Boo, 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 boo. So from the left, a noxious cloud of spores are expelled from the yawning mouth. They begin to fill the cloud, or begin to fill the area. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw?
Oh, that's not so good. Oh shoot, I have advantage. That's better. That's a 21.
That will be good enough. So you're able to kind of pull your cloak up over your mouth and kind of back away as it slowly starts to dissipate. As it's starting to settle about halfway down, across a blasting stream of thunderous sound emanates from the screaming mouth on the right-hand wall, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my goodness.
You're a dwarf. Con's cool.
23.
Yeah, no big deal. Yeah, you lean into it. I'm Bargarette fucking Orcslayer. Ooh, I don't know if there's kids watching. Sorry. I don't know why I'm looking here. My camera's here.
You're
My
like,
stream is over
sorry.
here.
I thought you
And
were
every
just-
time
Are
I'm
there kids in
talking
your
to
house,
camera,
Jay?
I'm talking to the wrong camera.
I thought you were talking to Huey. I was like, sorry, Huey.
I'm Bargarette.
No, he's still having a spa day.
Orcslayer.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so when the spores come out, they basically fill the whole space, right?
They do. And then the mouth kind of blows them back against that wall with like a thunderous wall of sound.
How fast did it happen? Do I think I could run through this again?
Oh, yeah. You could probably try dashing across it.
Can I like tie stuff over
Yeah,
my
you
mouth
can
and
totally get yourself ready.
I'm gonna try to book it just as fast as I can.
Okay. I'm going to say you're probably going to have to wait until next turn because
Next
you
turn?
moved and then you kind of tested.
Okay.
But yeah, you're like ready to go, and like you guys look over, and like Bargarette is like ready to make a like dwarf run.
I got like the one hand on the ground, ready to
Yeah, you
pop
got the
up
hunch,
like
yeah.
a running track.
Absolutely. All right, Highland, it's you, and then some roomy things, and then Christian and Phineas.
All right. How tall is the ceiling?
It's probably about 25 feet.
Okay. And it sort of seemed like the people falling in acid situation was fairly well resolved, right? Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Highland is going to.
Christian may not feel so, but
Highland will run back on the ceiling backwards, like 5 or 10 feet or whatever, so he's not
Like
over
moonwalking?
the pit. Yeah, you know what? Why not? And then he will.
you're 20 level bard, sure.
Yeah, moonwalking. I mostly moonwalk. Front walking's weird because I moonwalk so much now. And then he about 10 feet, and then he drops right next to Bargarette.
Okay.
Doesn't take damage because he's a monk.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, "May I?" Like he's gonna put his arm around her. May I?
Sure.
Great. He'll use his action to grapple her in a friendly way, and then he'll run the rest of his I think he has like 35 feet of movement left to get.
All right. Yeah. You book it
doorway.
across speedy lickety split with his monk. Bargarette, are you going to
Great.
share that you're separated from your?
I mean, you don't meet so
We
many
once shared
polite
a
people
Kinka.
when you're in the dungeons these days. This is pretty great.
I may have some land back on a tour.
And in the relative safety of out of the stupid cloud area, he'll just offer her his flask. Just like, here, we got a minute, so.
This is
But not too
great. It's
many
the best
more
day
minutes.
ever.
All right. So the spores and the thunder blasts go off. They don't affect you guys. And then Christian, you are up. Christian, Phineas, and Bernadette are all there on the planks.
And where are we in the hallway? The first section, second,
You're third.
which is
Acid is third, and then mouths are fourth.
that spew things out, right?
Yes. Spores from the left, and thunderous sound force from the right, and we're caught in the middle with Phineas.
Out in the middle with him.
Spores or thunderous force, which seems worse. I'm going to use disintegrate on the head that has the spores.
Cool. Awesome. What does that do?
It will utterly destroy and disintegrate a 10-foot cube section of object.
Okay. And you're doing it on the spore side?
No, I'm going to do it on the wall force side.
Okay.
Force side.
So you do that, and behind that, as it dissolves away, you see a small gnome that's operating an apparatus back there, and he just like is totally surprised by it. And he's like, "Oh," like kind of Wizard of Oz style, like nobody's supposed to see how this thing works. Pay no attention to the gnome behind the gaping stone maw. And he like ducks down.
Skittles. Is that where you went?
Could be.
Phineas.
All right, so I'm going to use my movement to continue to carefully move across the rest of the boards.
Okay. Are you and Bernadette like sidestepping together? You guys were kind of like holding onto the warhammer. You're gonna be like, okay, all right, yeah.
I assume we would not want to do that. That
Yeah, that
seems
doesn't seem
bad.
particularly dexterous.
No, that's not good for anybody.
All right. So yeah, you can kind of gingerly move across. You're about halfway across, so that'll use your kind of movement. And then you have another action, so you can dash, you can
Yeah. So for that
disintegrate,
action,
you can fall in the acid, whatever you want to do.
neither of the last two. I will dash. Can I dash on the side of the doorway that is has the
Like
ruined mouth?
The one next to that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make it kind of around because of that. You kind of arc around and you're able to kind of make it to Highland and Bargarette before the spores start to settle.
Perfect.
All right. At this point, the wall in the second section protrudes out and pushes the boards off of the ledge, and they fall into the acid, and it covers the first 15 feet of that. Bernadette, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw to leap to the edge.
Am I like trying to avoid damage from this thing? Are we saying that this
No,
is like
it wouldn't hit you, but the like boards are being pushed off like this way
Right.
falling.
But I have like danger sense.
Okay.
So I get advantage on dex saves.
Yeah, you could do it at advantage.
against-
Absolutely.
Okay. Against
Yeah,
like
no
traps
questions
and
asked.
spells and all of that garbage.
You guys are level 20. If you have something like that, I'm probably going to say yes.
Critical success.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah. So
This is my
you
third
start like
one of
running
the
up
night,
that
so-
like Naruto running and do like a little like half flip off the
Sick.
end, like you're in a goddamn super
Parkour!
Sendai Power Rangers shit. Yeah. And you land like doing the superhero like landing and like look up. Yeah, it's awesome.
That sounds awesome.
And then it's your turn. So
What is my turn? So I have just parkoured over this board, and I am
Parkour.
now on the other side of the acid pit.
yep. So you're in the formerly dueling mouths area. There's only one
Yes.
mouth.
So Phineas is still on that board, correct?
No, Phineas moved
Did you make it
across and then
across?
used his
Yeah.
movement. You saw him running close to the disintegrated
okay,
one and kind of
okay.
arcing around. So
Gotcha.
you feel like if he could make it across, dashing across, you could definitely make it across before being affected by the spores.
Beautiful. I will do
All
that then.
So Bernadette, you hightail it across. Bargarette, you are in the kind of opening to the next space. You've been joined by Christian and Phineas, and now Bernadette.
Oh,
would
we're
you
all
like to
here. We
proceed?
all made it. It's great.
Like most of us.
And it only took you an hour and a half.
It's great. Not bad. We're just gonna keep on trucking.
How far away is the gnome in the back where the wall, the force beam thing was?
Probably, from the doorway,
Like from me.
probably 20 feet.
Cool. So he can hear my voice.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna start chatting up and be like, it's totally okay. I get it. You have a job to do. It's all right. We're friends. We're totally friends. In fact, I think it would be amazing if you were to come in here and join us. You could go through the tunnel with us. Come on in. And he has to save versus wisdom saving throw versus 14, or he's charmed and we're buddies.
Nope, you're buddies. All right, so this gnome like slowly stands up and he kind of looks like he's resisting a little bit, like, well, this is a bad idea.
I mean, we've already cleared the hallway. It's fine.
I did.
Come on, it's fun.
It is fine.
You were having
it's
fun
my
behind
time to
the
shine.
wall, right?
It's my time to shine.
It is your time to shine.
He's feeling really liberated.
They will know me. They will know my name, and I will help my people. I will
That's
help
wonderful.
other people. From this day forward, I will offer help to everyone that I meet, and I will be known as Presto, the helpful.
Good old Presto.
Oh, presto.
Get on in here, you crazy kid.
What a big changeover, Presto.
You take that door for us.
Yeah, I what the door for you?
Oh, just go open the door and into the next room.
Oh, the door's open.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's been open the whole time.
Lead
You were
the
standing in it.
Lead the way.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Let's go see Patchy.
Ooh, who's Patchy?
So as you head through the door, this
We're about to
hub-like
find out.
chamber is mostly occupied by a shallow pit. A narrow walkway runs along the walls. There are seemingly 5 exits from the chamber. At both the right and left sides of the pit are 2 open arched doorways. So you're here. There's 2 doorways here and here. Across the pit are 3 doors, 2 wooden doors on either side, flank an iron-plated door in the center. So 3 here and 1 on either side, and you're right here. The only other noticeable feature in this chamber is what looks to be a massive pile of moldy fur and feathers until the pile moves and an owl bear hurls its massive frame towards you.
That's where Yakety went.
How
That
dare
explains
you.
Skittles.
So everybody make me perception checks.
13.
22.
21.
16.
23.
All right. So as you look into the space, you can tell that Patchy doesn't look quite right. It's a little herky-jerky. The room is essentially a shallow 5-foot pit, save for a 5-foot walkway around the edge. In the pit is Patchy. And he can kind of be in the pit, but still reach out to the ledge. He has like enough reach to reach any of the ledges. So Joel, if you could roll initiative, and I'm going to give Presto his own initiative, and I'll just kind of role play him in relationship to everybody else.
Sounds great.
Watch Presto be the only one to get out of this dungeon.
Probably.
God.
Presto is rich. He's always dreamed of going to the plane of elemental air. 8? Okay. So he's going to go right before you.
Perfect.
So it's still going to be Bernadette, Bargarette, Highland, Presto, Christian, and Phineas. So, all right. Where were we in that? So I think since we're all still right there, Christian, you have kind of Presto there with you. Bernard, or who just moved kind of into to look, or did Presto move you guys in?
I think
Yeah, so
Presto moved
Christian
us
cast
in.
the spell and then Presto moved in.
Okay, so Presto moved in. Okay, so Phineas, it's your turn.
Okay, I got this. Let's go. And then Phineas will move into the owl bear, and then he will attack 4 times.
All right. God, I forget that he's a killing machine.
Yep, he's a
He's like
fighter,
Bernie
so
Sanders with a machine gun.
Pretty
Seriously.
much 22, 27, natural 20,
Oh,
Jesus.
and 17.
Jesus.
Yeah, so what was your lowest one? 17?
17.
Yeah, those all hit, even
Excellent.
doubling its AC.
All right.
Didn't
So
level this up enough.
let's get that natural 20 out of the way. Oh, I rolled max damage. So that's
God.
I'm assuming for crits you're doing max plus roll.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
so
doing it the
that's
King Ginger method. Max roll and then roll again.
yep. So it's 26 for the crit,
Okay.
plus 10, so 36 with the second, plus 13, 49, and then plus 9, 58 damage total.
Okay. Wowie wow wow. Yeah, you kick the crap out of it. It kind of reacts and kind of herky jerky, like turns its head and looks at you and goes, ooh, ooh,
That's what I
Bernadette,
do.
you're up.
All right. So this owlbear is in some sort of a pit. So I do not really have. Oh, I guess I have a javelin I can throw it.
Didn't Phineas go in the pit?
Yeah, he just
What
like
is-
jumped on the owl bear.
Yeah. I think I might just like rage jump down there into the owlbear pit and just hit it with my axe while I'm raging.
Okay.
Nice.
Seems good.
Yeah, I like you guys are just like jumping on this thing.
We saw that it was like herky jerky. We're like, we could take that owlbear. It's fine.
Oh yeah,
It's fine.
It's fine.
it's
Okay.
older than me.
That's so old. All right. So I'm gonna enter this rage, and my first attack against this thing. It is too many math problems. So that is a 29 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
I thought it might. Oh, that's not a very good damage die. That is 13 damage on my first attack. And my second attack. But does a 16 hit this owlbear?
It will not.
Okay. So my first attack hit, but my second one did not.
Okay.
That's me.
All right. Next, Bargarette.
Okay, so here's my thought. So 15th level, we get persistent rage, which says that the rage doesn't only ends if we fall unconscious or we choose to end it, right?
Exactly.
So I can just rage through the whole dungeon, right?
Sure.
Unless you're unconscious.
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna frenzy rage. So
Okay.
that's 3 attacks.
Okay.
So let's do it. I got a 31 and a 26,
Ooh.
Both of those hit.
and then a 27.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna jump in and do 8, 14, 22, 30, 38 points of damage.
Yeah. So you just like you see Bargarette like just take her mighty axe and she's like going in and like swinging this thing on a chain and just throwing it in and wrapping it around the owlbear's neck. And as it like comes back around, she grabs it with her other arm and just screams and just pulls on both ends as hard as she can, and this owlbear's head explodes in a shower of sparks and molted feathers, and it's just like the videos of a bird hitting the airline engine, and it's just
No.
and there's all matter of metal kind of everywhere, and there's a fire that starts kind of deep in the belly, and you realize this was a mechanism.
Like a clockworky owlbear.
I think I feel better knowing that it wasn't real.
That was pretty sick. Well, I
was
mean,
great.
Frenzy Rage, I imagine you're going to do some nasty stuff.
Do it, yeah.
Yeah, level 20, might as well go hard.
Well, and
Inspiration.
Both
You would
Bargarette
be
and I
best
are now
friends forever.
straight up in rage mode. So
We're just
that'll be
raging.
fun.
We're gonna just rage
Yeah.
the whole way through.
From here on out, that's where we're at.
What are you, bad, bodacious? What did
Oh,
where's
the,
BBC?
What did you call us?
Oh, Barbarian Babes Club.
Barbarian
Yeah,
Babes.
Barbarian
Barbarian
Babe
Babe Club. BBC.
Yeah, because we were
BBC.
like, oh yeah, be prepared. Got to put that in your tweet. Come see BBC on twitch.tv/HeelTurnRadio. Make donations. We'll see what happens.
Just won't tell them explicitly what it is. Maybe we'll
Yeah,
get
exactly.
random donations that way.
We don't kink shame in this dojo.
Of course not.
Beautiful. I love you both. Teamwork. See, together, nobody can stop us.
Stop us. Ah. Skeletor, the ultimate
Okay.
team player.
hmm
All right.
Absolutely.
So, Highland, you're up now. This
Yeah.
mechanical owlbear has just been executed. You have an open doorway to your left, your right,
Mhm.
a wooden door, an iron door, and a wooden door across from you.
I'll go through the open door on the left.
Okay. The open door on the left is. Sorry, these are all labeled like way back on the space here. Okay, on the left, you enter into a room, and before you is a grisly collection of a variety of skulls. Many of the skulls look disturbingly human, along with a few that can only be the thick skulls of ogres. All are nestled in shallow cubbies. The cubbies cover every wall of the smallish side chamber and are reminiscent of a library, though choked with polished skulls rather than books.
The Skull Library.
Seems weird.
Like everyone has one, you know.
Absolutely.
That's what it is.
It's where you got to keep the, the skulls of your enemies.
Or the
Absolutely.
ones who don't make it through the dungeon crawl.
Maybe.
Yeah, Highland will just, I don't know. Are there any particularly interesting skulls?
Make me a perception check.
17.
Yeah, you can spot like across the room. You're like standing in the doorway.
Mhm.
Across the wall farthest from the door, there's a lever in an upright position set in the floor. It looks like it's meant to be kind of camouflaged, but you can kind of make it out as you make a visual inventory of this room.
Oh, I'm gonna pull on the lever then, because this is a dungeon crawl, and that's what you do.
Okay,
Seems like
as
a
you move into the
super
room,
good
several of the
idea.
skulls, one ogre skull and 5 humanoid skulls, light up with magic fire, and the skulls launch themselves at you.
Excuse me, I did not order this. How many skulls were there's 8?
There are 6. One larger ogre-looking skull and 5 humanoid skulls.
Okay, one large. Okay, cool. I'm gonna punch him.
Okay.
So let me punch the big one first a
Okay.
couple of times. Yeah, both of those should hit. That's 18 is my lowest.
Yep, those hit.
Okay. So that is it's 1d10 because I'm level 20, man. Those are so powerful. So used to playing Kletos, I'm like, yeah, it's okay. 10, 11. So that's 21 magical Highland damage.
Yeah, this ogre skull explodes, and out of it, a key drops to the floor. Roll me a d6.
Ooh.
D6, okay.
A d6, yeah.
4.
You reach down and pick up an ornate electrum inlaid key decorated with a wave motif.
A wave motif.
A wave motif.
Okay.
Please.
Great.
use
I'm
the
gonna.
affectation.
No, I liked it. I just wanted to make sure because it was like weave, wave,
It's a
wavy.
W-A-V-E
Got it.
motif.
All right. Highland is going to punch the next skull.
All right, punch away.
At
It's
first,
20,
one had a treasure inside, so
25.
Yeah. You explode that skull, and the pieces of it fall to the ground,
Cool.
lifeless.
Flurry of blows. I'm going to hit all 5 of the other skulls.
Okay, there's only 4 other skulls, but
Well,
you
you know what? Then I'm going to hit. I'm going to punch the air one time then.
Okay, that sounds great.
you don't
You're
even
like-
waste that punch.
Well, I mean, I'll roll damage and stuff.
Highlands, stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting.
I'll just roll all 5 attacks in case.
Do it. Yeah, you can roll all your attacks and all your damage at the same time.
Okay.
Go buck wild.
The lowest one was an 18.
Yeah, those all hit.
Great. All right. Skull number 2, 3, whatever. That's 12.
Yep. Next.
14.
Next.
13.
Next.
8.
Highland, you're just like kung fu flurry in there, and just these skulls are just exploding as you're doing like a, and then like reaching up and then coming back and pow with an elbow, and then bringing it back. And
Then
you're
I'll
ready
punch the
again
air
to
one
punch.
time because I got one left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freeze frame.
Okay, so there's just the one key. It fell out.
Just out of the ogre skull.
Okay, I'll pick it up.
Okay.
And then I'll use my movement to walk back out and be like, hey guys, there are a bunch of live skulls in there, and I broke them, and there was a key inside. Also, there was a lever, and I pulled it, and that's what made him come to life.
Oh, did you pull the lever?
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't I? I thought that's
No,
what brought him to life.
you like started across and the skulls came down.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then I'll pull.
But
the
you
lever.
could use the rest of your movement to do that.
Sure.
That's
Yeah, I'll
fine.
do that. I'll pull the lever.
Okay. So you pull the lever, and as you move the lever, I need you to make me athletics checks.
One athletics check or?
Okay. Well,
first
tell
one
me
is
whether you're moving it to the left or the right.
to the left.
Okay. Yep. That works. You move it kind of all the way to the left,
Mhm.
and you. Sorry. And you could hear one kind of click.
One click.
Yep.
Like what kind of click? A gear? Like a.
It feels like it's kind of moving through a catch and then catching into space.
Okay. And that was all the way to the left that did that? I can't.
Not
remember.
all the way to the left. It just kind of
Okay.
moved kind of one click to the left.
Okay. I'll move it further to the left if I can, or if I have to wait.
Yep.
For
Make
the
me
next
another
turn, I'll
strength
do
check.
that. Okay. Yeah, it's the same roll. 21.
It moves another to the left.
Okay. And it clicks again, or
It does click again. Yep.
okay. Do it again. It's 17.
Yep. It moves all the way, and you hear it click, and then you hear a little whirring.
Hmm.
All right. Next, Presto is up.
Hey, Presto.
Yeah.
Just a little chat between you and I.
Mhm.
You want to go to the elemental plane of air, right?
Absolutely, more than anything. I've dreamed about it since I was a little boy.
I can get you there.
You can?
Tap on my fingers. You're there. Why
What?
don't we? Yeah,
Let's go
I mean,
now.
you know
We'll
why.
leave. We don't need
to be
we
here.
don't need treasure.
Well, I got to finish the thing.
Well, we have the greatest treasure of all, our friendship.
You're not wrong. And I say we use that friendship to first help me finish this ridiculous hallway
Oh,
maze
of course,
thing.
of course. Presto wants to be helpful.
That's perfect. Safe, efficient. If we can pick up treasure on the way, that's great. If not, that's fine. And then as soon as we solve this, so I can get my name on the wall, because Presto, I want that. You're my
I mean,
friend.
yeah,
You want that
absolutely.
for me.
Does my name go on the wall too? I don't know if that's legal. It's like a sweepstakes. Like you're an employed by the. I don't
Did you
know. I don't know if I can.
Did you sign the form before coming in here?
Well, I signed a lot of forms before I came in here, but I
Okay.
didn't sign the one that you guys formed.
All right, so maybe.
I did
Well,
have to pay the
we'll see.
gold just in case I die, though.
Well, see, that's you know the path, so we won't die. You can tell us what's coming up,
Oh,
and then when we
I
get
can
out
tell
of it-
you some of it, but not very much. You see, much like a lot of the recipes upstairs, it's a secret sauce. We each only know so much.
well,
If you would have asked me, I could have told you. We could have turned off Patchy. There's a lever right back here.
oh, this is the kind of stuff
But
I could.
instead, your friend. Now, that's going to be a lot of work for my friends to clean that up.
They went a little nuts, but see, the tall people don't get it.
Yeah.
They're all tall.
Oh,
people.
You
They
get
don't.
it.
Not tall. Not tall.
So
I am the
So-
one that hurts.
here's what we'll do. You just tell me what's going on before we walk into it, the easy way to solve it. What you know, clearly you can't tell me things you don't know. We'll make our way through. When we get out under time, I send you to the elemental plane of air. Lifetime dream achieved.
That sounds amazing.
This is what friends do.
Okay, I can tell you what I know. It mostly has to do with the entry and the hall that we just finished.
That is less than helpful.
Fire reveals the treasure, but flame conceals the key. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, was that for the key in the first room?
The key.
The one in the first room in the brazier in the fire?
The key.
Yeah.
You know, wink, wink. Wink.
Yeah. Okay. As far as the doors we have to go through in this room to go to the next thing. Do you know which door?
Fire reveals the treasure, but flame conceals the key. You feel like he's probably bound in some way to not be able to reveal some of these with magics that are stronger than yours. But you feel like he's probably straining against it because of your friendship.
Oh.
Because he trusts you, Christian.
He should.
He honestly loves you with all of his being.
Can I do a dungeon delve in this room and see if I can figure out where there might be a secret door?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Oh, I got a 5 and a 4, so no.
You look around and you're like, there's a open door there, there's an open door there, 2 wood doors there, and an iron door in the middle. And if you go this way, you can go back that way, but there's a giant spike wall coming towards us. Which, as you look back to kind of assess the situation, you realize that you have kind of been in this room for maybe a minute or two now, and that wall has blocked off going back into that hall.
Oh,
the spikes have
man.
receded, but it's covered right up. And it
Alright.
almost looks like it's extended kind of stone outcropping that kind of fits in like a piece of Lego.
Oh, man.
At this time, you hear a booming voice that says, "All stars, 1 hour remains. Will they make it?" Also, Presto, we're going to need to have a chat after this.
Oh. We gotta take him with us, otherwise he's gonna get fired.
Don't you worry about him, Presto. You're going to be in the elemental plane of air.
I can feel myself floating right now on a cloud.
You have no idea. It's going to be so good.
I feel stratocumulonific.
So good. All right. So let's move our way around the path. If we pass one of these doors and you think we should go in it, you just say the word, we'll go in it. But let's get away from the spiky wall that's coming closer to us.
So the spiky wall is closed. It's closed that area, so it's not going any further.
All right. Well, I'll use my movement to work my way around the outside.
Okay. Are you going to move to the right? Or are you going to move to the left where Highland was?
I'll move to the right and bring Presto along with me.
Okay. So you can make it over there, and as you kind of enter into the doorway and look in to that space, you look in, and through the open doorway, it appears only a single large chest sits in the center of a smallish chamber. There's 4 locks shown on the chest: bronze, copper, silver, and electrum-plated locks. What pulls your attention is the chest is grimly painted wood and is decorated with an unsettling skull motif.
Nailed it.
Yeah, kiss my grits, Highland. Can you see
Hey, you
it?
got it.
I bet you can.
I'm proud of you. I can see it from far away.
Damn, guy.
What do you think, Presto? Worth it? Not worth it?
Fire reveals the treasure, but flame conceals the key.
I know you.
Which key did you find in the skull room?
I found an electrum key in the room. What type of key was the one that was in the statue at the start? What kind was it? I don't remember the material or if it was described.
The key that you reached in and grabbed.
Yeah.
It's a very simple key.
Okay.
Okay. It's not one of these special keys.
No, it's not Gimlianda Jones.
I'm going to try to use Dispel Magic. On
Okay.
Presto
On Presto?
Oh.
to get rid of whatever is keeping him from telling me what he knows.
Okay.
It cast it at level 7.
Wouldn't that get
Yeah.
rid of his charm?
At level 7?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can dispel it.
Dispelled.
Okay. So Presto kind of looks around and says, "Who are you guys?"
Oh, I'm your friend. Remember? We're friends. I'm going to get you to the elemental plane of air.
The elemental plane of air. Pleased to meet you. I'm Presto.
Yes, Presto. Nice to meet you.
Oh, it's nice to meet you too. Who are you? Why am I here? What happened to my blowy voicey soundy voicey thing?
That's long in the past. All that matters now is you and I are best friends, and I'm going to get you to the elemental plane of air after you help us get through this messy labyrinth.
Oh, I don't know if I'm able to do that, but I feel like I don't know. Oh, that looks like the bad box.
Oh, tell me about the bad box.
Well, okay, we only know so much. It's kind of like the recipes upstairs. We're only given access to so much, but I can tell you that fire reveals the treasure, but flame conceals the key. And that key is way more important than any of these other keys.
So we
That's
need
why they call
fire
it the
to
bad
reveal the
box.
key. Hmm?
The bad box.
We need the bad box? No.
I don't know if you need the bad box, but I mean, are you here for treasure? Or are you here to come to the plane of elemental air and have your name on the wall?
Oh, I'm going for the name on the wall.
Well, we don't need the bad box then. You look like a wealthy gentleman. Obviously, if you can give me the plane of elemental air, you're not too bad. Did I mention my name's Presto?
You did.
I'd like to help people, and I'd like to help you.
Where does the flame have to be?
Oh, the flame's back there.
Back
You
where
grabbed a
it
key out of it?
came
Did you grab the key? Did you guys grab the key? Who are these other people? Are these your friends?
from? Yeah.
Well, do you have the key?
The one in the brazier?
And the brazier. Oh, I see you have lady friends with you.
How do you say it?
Brazier?
Brazier?
Yeah, like Frasier. Down
Oh.
goes Frasier.
That dog,
Huh?
Eddie.
Oh, Eddie.
Super charming.
Beautiful.
Anyway, do we have the key
Well,
Do
that's
you
a
have
lot
the
of
key?
keys. Why are you yelling?
from the first room?
Yeah, you
The
were
one that
there.
was in the fire.
Yeah, you were there.
That's
I made a
what
big show of having it.
double checking. So yeah, we
Okay.
have that key. What do we do next, Presto?
Well, you open doors.
Oh, for God's sakes. All right.
So
I'm gonna head over to look at the bad box.
you head over to look at the bad box?
Yeah.
All right. So, sorry.
Oh,
I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
All right. 17.
Oh, Joel, I got bad news for you because you fell into a pit. Everybody falls into the pit when I run this fucking dungeon. Yeah. You realize that there was an illusion around the bad box. And as you move towards it, the floor falls away. And what you thought was floor, and you fall into a pit. You're in there and you are going to take boop, 7 bludgeoning damage as you fall down into the pit.
God damn it.
Fell into the pit.
All right, Phineas, what are you up to?
All right, so I'm going to get out of the owlbear fur-covered area.
Yeah. It just like exploded all over, and you're just like picking like pieces of oil-covered like like old owl bear feathers. Like they probably have like a giant box that they like reattach owl bear feathers with. I don't know. I wasn't trying to make an accent. I'm just speaking.
Owlbar.
I gotta clean that better next time. I'm gonna go over to the room that Highland is in.
Okay.
Oh, hey.
Hey, what's going on in here? There's a lot of skull bits.
Yeah, I beat up all the skulls, and there was a key inside one of them. I told you all about it. It was like 6 seconds ago.
All right. Are all of the skulls gone?
No, there's still a ton of skulls on the walls.
Oh, the skulls were alive. The ones that I broke. But yeah, there were a lot
Okay.
of skulls. I pulled this lever too, and it made clicking sounds.
Okay, you handle that. I wonder
I
if
did.
there's more keys in the skulls.
Maybe.
I'm gonna
Only
smash
one way
them.
to find out.
You're gonna go smash skulls.
Yeah, I can
All right.
smash 4 of them
Oh.
with 4 attacks.
All right. You smash 4 ogre skulls and roll me d6s 4 times.
All right.
Need an earthquake to happen to see if any of them sound like maracas.
5, 1,
Shake them.
Yeah.
Shake them all.
5, 1, 2, 4. You get a brass key with an eye motif, an ornate bronze key with a decorative flame motif, an ornate copper key decorated with a lightning bolt motif, and then an ornate electrum inlaid key decorated with a wave
no.
motif.
I already had one
That's
of those.
Wave.
Oh, there's a lot of keys here. I got a brass one, a bronze one, a copper one, and then this electrum one. Who makes things out of electrum?
I
That's
don't know, but
weird.
I got one too. So that one person who makes stuff out of electrum must work here.
If the two
guess so.
of you both look at your electrum keys, are they the same? Like, is the tooth pattern the same? So they are like presumably the same key that opens the same thing, or are they different?
Is
Make
this
me-
the same?
Yeah, they look the same.
Huh. That seems weird. Maybe there's a backup.
Maybe they're collectible.
Maybe.
Maybe these are
Gotta
souvenirs.
catch them all.
Okay, mom.
Now we know electrum isn't the chase.
It's true.
All right.
Are there other larger skulls in this room, or is that it?
Yeah, there's more ogres or ogre keys.
I'm gonna use an action surge and bust some more open.
Okay.
Action.
Yeah, you can do another 4. Roll me 4 more d6.
3, 6, 6, 1.
3, 6, 6, 1. You are going to receive another bronze key with the flame motif, 2 rusty iron keys, and an ornate silver inlaid key decorated with a skull motif. All right. Bernadette.
Well, Bernadette heard that we were smashing things, and that is like her pretty much primary skill set.
Okay.
So she's gonna go do some ragey smashing of things because
So you're just going to
What she
run into
does.
the room and start smashing stuff?
exactly.
All right.
Yeah. Angrily.
Go ahead. How
That's my
many
thing.
smashy poos can you do?
Are
Are
I
you
mean, if
being
I'm
particular?
in-
Are you smashing ogres or you're just smashing?
If I'm raging, I don't know that there's any like real direction.
Okay. How
I
many
just heard we were
attacks can you
smashing
make?
stuff, and so I'm like, I'm here to smash stuff. If I'm raging, 3.
Okay, so you're able to hit 2 ogre skulls, so roll me 2d6.
2d6.
Yeah.
Do you want the total or the independent numbers?
Independent numbers, please.
There is a 2 and a 5.
Out of them fall an ornate copper key decorated with a lightning bolt motif and an ornate brass key with an eye motif.
Beautiful.
Bargarette.
Okay, so from where I'm at in the pit, crawling out of it,
Yeah,
brushing off some stuff,
no doubt.
could I have seen what happened to Christian?
You probably weren't paying attention. Since you're raging, I'm assuming you're kind of like still like
It's persistent. It's just gonna last forever. So,
yeah.
um,
You're kind of, I'm gonna say you're not very intelligent hulked out right now.
okay. So
Bargarette, stop, stupid owl bear. Bargarette
Right.
is strongest there is.
Bart, smash him.
Yeah.
Everyone else went to the door on the left. How'd that
Yes,
work again?
Highland is there. Phineas is there, and Bernadette is there. Christian and Presto went to the right.
So the door in the middle
you can
still closed.
You can see Presto in the door at the right,
Yeah.
and you can see the other three in the door or through the doorway on the left. Neither of those have like doors on the hinges. They're just kind of open doorways like the one behind you was.
Okay. I want to go up to the one in the middle and just look in.
So the you're talking about the three?
Yeah.
Okay, so those doors
those
are
were
closed.
Those are
Yeah,
closed.
there's an
Okay.
iron door in the middle and a wood door on either side flanking it.
Okay, so they're on the wood doors then.
No. So
I'm confused.
you came in here.
Yep.
The owl bear is here.
Okay.
And the opposite wall from where you came in is iron door, and then wood door.
Okay.
And Highland, Phineas, and Bernadette are to the left through the open doorway, and to the open doorway to the right, you see Presto.
I want to go to the three and I want to investigate them.
Okay. Make me an investigation check at disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, 10.
10. Bargarette looks at them and says, "Doors closed.
Doors closed.
Bargarette open."
And then, so the one in the middle is iron.
Yep.
I'm gonna go to one of the wood ones and hit it.
Okay, the one on the left or the one on the right?
The one on the left.
Okay. The one on the left, you smash through. And as you smash through it, all manner of chaos erupts behind it. Before you, a staccato of pops, hisses, clicks, and whooshes fill the air as you watch the path before you fill with bursting flames, stinging darts, and streaking crossbow bolts in a continuous hellish hail. All right. I need you to make me some dexterity saving throws. Make me 2 dexterity saving throws.
Okay, so that one.
Oh,
the first.
actually, one you can make as a strength instead. You can opt to do dexterity or strength.
I have really good dex just because I can. Danger sense.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one was an 18 and the second one was a 22.
Okay. You get a number. You get 3 kind of darts that pierce you and sting you, and you take 7 damage. And you
But
still.
I'm raging, so I'll take half.
Okay. And then you're able to kind of spin out of the way of rapid fire toppling bolts that come at you. And they look a lot like the bolts from the first hallway, but these do not have the blunted tips. These have sharp tips. You may not notice that until they pierce you, but ding, 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 ding.
You might not notice they're sharp until they hit you.
Yeah, well, I was like telling her, and then I'm like, oh, she's like frenzy raging. She's probably not going to be like, oh, as I spun out of the way,
That's
I
right.
noticed that there were no blunted tips on those.
Yeah, no,
She's more like, oh, no good.
Oh, no good. Spin back out and walk away from that door.
Okay. All right. Highland.
Oh, hey. Yeah, he's gonna like You two remember to breathe. Stay calm. Worried about your heart. And then he's gonna walk around, a peek in the door that Barger went through, and must be a lot of gnomes in there. Then he'll walk over to the middle door. Is
Okay,
there
yeah, the iron
so like
door.
some of the keys have had so like some of the keys that have been picked up have patterns on them?
Yep.
This is like so it's an iron door. Is there a pattern on it? Or is it a blank
No.
door?
It's just like a very plain iron door.
Well, I'm gonna try to use my very plain key on it.
Which one?
The
Ooh.
one I got from the flame.
Oh, yes. Well, you absolutely can. If you use that, after a clamorous series of clicks, grinding sounds, and booms, you find the heavy iron portal on the edge of the pit chamber has swung open.
Hey, look at that.
Beyond the
Ooh.
plated door, a wide set of stone stairs descend to what looks to be a lower hall. You know from the kind of clicks and movements that you were doing that you hear a series of similar clicks and then like a large kind of stone gear grinding, and that happens 4 times as this door opens before you. A pair of ornately carved torches burn with heatless, magical green flames.
Green flames.
Yeah. You can have inspiration. Green flames. I stopped and I lost my place like a true pro. On each side of the stairwell, washing the long stair in an ominous emerald light.
Ooh.
Right.
He'll say, hey, this door is obviously open. I'm going to go down these stairs into this ominously greenly lit hall. And then he'll go as far down the stairs as he can with his 65 feet of movement.
Okay. Did you say you're just like proceeding down?
Yeah, he's just like, hey, everybody, there's a stairway down here, ominous.
Okay.
Green
So
stairway.
you start heading down there. Presto is up and he comes over to the edge of the pit and he goes, oh, I told you it was a bad box. A bad box. That's all I knew. Why would you go to the bad box when we could go to the plane of elemental air? It's a good plane or a bad box. Do you need help?
He makes a solid argument.
Christian, did you say,
I'll be fine.
okay.
I
So
live down here.
Presto's just gonna like sit down at the edge and start like swinging his legs and being like, I'll just wait for you
Still
there.
there?
What's that?
Is there actually a box, or was that part of the illusion?
No. Well, you don't know. But
That's why it's an illusion.
the box isn't there anymore.
Fine.
What you do see, oh, hey, somebody's mom donated $50.
Hey,
Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
Moms are the best.
Moms
I
and
know
aunties
we're at
are
a
coming
deficiency
through.
of debts in this group, but dads
Moms
need to
and
step
aunts,
up.
yeah, there's
It's because moms control the pocketbooks. It's fine. It's probably
Oh.
from dads too.
7943. We're almost to $8,000, baby.
I want to know
Nice.
whose
And
mom
there's
that was.
30 minutes remaining
I
in the
know.
Thunderlock
Wow.
bar crawl.
Oh, that
All
was my mom.
stars, please proceed to give us what we need and get out of here in the next 30 minutes, or your lives are forfeit.
So just out of curiosity, are we within $12 yet?
We are not within $12. We are within $57.
Where you said that was your mom?
That was my mom.
Hey!
She texted me and I was like,
Where is
oh,
mom?
thanks,
Aw.
Mom.
Thanks,
Welcome.
Mom. Man,
Good old
mom,
moms.
aunt, Mark,
Yeah.
aunt, mom, French Canadian, husband, Mia, Facebook donor. We got such
It's nice for school to be
Supporting us.
$57 away,
Good distribution.
like the
Oh, yeah.
sauce.
crazy. It's so crazy. I'm like so appreciative right now. It's amazing. And thank you to the people that are watching the stream so much. Man, this is the best.
Yes.
so
Yeah.
good.
There's a person that's watching this.
So
Let's do
excited to
this.
go to sleep,
Hostrafy. I love it. And Obi-Wan Kenobi's watching. Ref Clark Feldman's watching.
Hey.
Yes, all of the people. 30 minutes remaining. 30 minutes.
Rough Clark
Alright,
Feldman,
let's see.
veteran of the Thunderlock bar crawl.
That is true. Hank Bloodpile.
Hmm.
Hank Bloodpile. Chief Fighting Orc.
Hey, Blood Paw.
Tasty Boys Interdimensional.
It's an accent I can't really do, but I like Troy. Because I always turn into Digger when I do
Oi.
it. Oi! Oi!
All right, so Christian, it's your turn.
Yeah, what do I see?
You do see, as you're kind of looking up at Presto, that around the room there are 4 chests that slowly are revealed. The chest that you realized was an illusion, but on each of these other chests, bronze, copper, silver, and electrum decorated, there are they're just kind of like around the outside on either wall, and then 2 at the far wall here.
Presto, are
vote.
these boxes okay?
I don't know. I just know about the bad box. They said bad box, so Presto stays away. You know, Presto, he does a lot of work on the gaping maws, but not so much on the boxy boxes.
I'm gonna give
Not his department.
I'm gonna give myself fly,
Okay,
and I'm gonna zip up to the first chest
excellent.
and see if I can open it.
That's a good question. Which one are you going to choose? The bronze, the copper, the silver, or the electrum?
The bronze.
Okay, so it has a lock on it. You can try to pick the lock. You can try to smash the lock. You don't have any keys, so
I
you
do
can't try
not.
that.
I'll try to pick it.
Okay, so yeah, make me a sleight of hand. Sleight of hand, lock picking. Yes.
I do not pick it.
Okay. How badly do you not pick it? Do you break your pick off in the lock? Okay.
No, nothing that bad.
right.
So in general frustration, I being able to fly at a rate of what, 60, I think.
Okay. So
Uh,
you've flown up about 15 feet so far to get up.
so I
So you have a little bit more fly.
5 to go.
Yeah, or 45.
Okay. So I'm going to use the rest of that to fly out of this stupid room
Okay.
and catch up to where I heard the horse yell.
Okay. All right. So Presto gets up and he starts to follow you. Oh man, you can fly? Why didn't you tell me that? We could have flown to the plane of elemental air. Wait for me. Wait for me. All right. Phineas.
All right, so I saw Highland go down into the door.
Yeah,
at
he
least
was
heard.
like, hey,
Yeah.
we should go down here.
All right. Okay, I'll follow him. So I'll go down the stairs as far as I can go, seeing all the green flame.
Okay, when you walk in, green flame.
Green flames.
When you walk in, you notice, Phineas, what are you?
I am a fighter, specifically. What is the build? Monster Hunter.
Oh, nice. So yeah, you kind of walk in, and beyond the door, there's these ornately carved torches burning with a green flame on each side of the stairwell, washing the long stair in the ominous summer light. You can pass down through, and you will be with Highland. And we're at the top of the pops. Bernadette, you have made some smashy, and
I
you
made some
heard
smashy
the cow
smashy. I guess I'm
crashy.
also. I mean, if I come out of smashy smashy room and I see that there's this stairway, I'm gonna go down it.
Okay.
I imagine
Alright.
just kind of like rage run style, because that's my default setting right now.
All right. Sounds good. All right. So you're gonna catch up to them. Bargarette, what did you do? Did you go down there too?
I smashed the one door and
Oh,
just
yeah.
spun out.
Oh, and then
but
you ran out. Yeah.
yeah, then I ran out. But
Okay. So
I'm
when
gonna
you
follow
come
that
back
really
out,
polite. Yeah.
by the time you see, like as you come out, you see this like green light emanating from the iron door that was closed before.
I'm gonna go down there.
All right, you go down there. You go down there. You go down there. Highland, as you reach the bottom of the stairs, you find yourself in a long corridor which opens up into a large and oddly shaped room. As you traverse the corridor, you hear various mechanical sounds, quickly followed by a popping whoosh. As you finally get a full view of the room and the source of the sounds, you watch as a strange box-like device with numerous tubs, gears, and flashing light shutters gives a popping hiss and then shoots a furry ball across the chamber. Almost in disbelief, you watch as the ball bubbles. In a blink, the ball transforms into a giant rat. The strange arcane machine has apparently been shooting out rat balls since you came in through the iron door. There are a
rat cannon.
a gaggle of the nasty giant vermin standing between you and the 7 doors that lead to the exit of the chamber. To make matters worse, all of those 7 doors have 3 locks on each of them. You will have to get past them all to make your exit.
3 locks on each one. Man, that's a lot of locks.
How many keys do we have total?
I
Do we
have
know?
2.
Have we been keeping track?
I think
I have
Highland
2.
has about 7.
I have 2
Phineas?
keys.
you
Phineas
only have
has a
2?
lot.
Oh,
I have 8.
sorry. Phineas has like 7 or 8.
Yeah, I have 2.
You have 2
I have
and
2.
Highland has 2. No, Highland has 3. Oh,
I have 2. I have an
yeah, 2.
Electrum one
An
and,
ogre and
and
then
the good
the...
one.
Oh,
the key.
oh.
Yep.
Do these locks have motifs?
Well, you're going to have to make a perception check for me.
Well,
Luckily I'm super good at those.
Yeah, anybody who's down there can make a perception check
16?
for me out of initiative order.
16 for
31.
Bernadette.
Natural
You
20.
perceive the shit out of that.
Yeah, I see through the locks.
Okay.
24.
26.
No, there's no motifs. These all to be the same lock,
Boo.
like 21 of this exact same lock to you.
Oh,
Um,
boo.
so I'm gonna
Boo,
go.
I say.
I'm gonna go beat up the box that's shooting rats at us.
The arcane rat generator.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's kind of a problem,
All right.
and I'm a problem solver.
All right.
No,
So as you get near to it, this looks like it is, if anybody's ever seen like a bag of tricks. I wonder, do I have my DMG right here? Basically, it looks like kind of a large Rube Goldberg machine. It has a kind of spinning wheel, and it is shooting rats on rats out in these furry balls that then explode into giant vermin.
I don't know how to work machines. I'm just gonna beat it up. I'm gonna
It's gonna
punch it.
punch it.
I mean, like
Do it, yeah. Hey,
I don't know.
Minotaur gonna Minotaur.
I can hit it a lot of times. So
Do it.
True.
it's 18 to hit it. This non-moving box.
Okay. Yeah. You hit it.
Great. I do 15 damage to it.
Okay.
Does it do anything? Does it registering? Is it
Yeah.
making progress here? Wasting time.
What kind of damage is it?
It is magical bludgeoning damage.
It doesn't seem to damage it.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any other kind of damage. I don't.
All right.
Well, hey, I got
Okay.
like bonus actions and stuff. I haven't even done a movement yet. I will make my way to one of the doors.
Mhm.
We'll say door number 3.
Okay.
And I want to see if it is. Does it open? Are they illusory
I will let
locks?
you flurry of blows the key into each of the 3 keys for your flurry of blows, but I want you to
Perfect.
make me a percentage roll for each.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay. Yeah, I'll do that because I'm so good at percentage
Is flurry of
rolls.
blows is that how many can you do at 20th level? 5?
5 as long as they're different
5, I
targets. Is it drunken? So
So
drunken
I'll say
master
that
has
those
a thing
3
for it.
are not like there's 3 targets, so you can do 3. Pew, pew, pew.
Okay, yeah, that's sure. I have
right.
another attack and then a bonus. Yeah, if I flurry of blow, I can do 3 anyway.
Okay.
91.
Okay. First one pops open.
Top teams.
Hey, look at that.
Beautiful.
That's on the 73.
Second one pops open.
Dang, this feels good. 75. I have never rolled good percentages ever.
Yeah. Those 3 pops open.
Hey.
And then I need you to roll me. Shoot, how are we gonna do this? Roll me a D10, and a D4.
Okay.
You went to this was the third one that you went to?
This is the
did you say?
third door. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a 5 and a 2 for a total of 7.
Okay. You open it, but beyond it is just a chest. There's no exit.
There's a chest though.
There's a chest.
I'll open the chest.
You're just
There's a
gonna
little chest.
straight up open it.
You're gonna open the chest.
I have a lot of hit points. Yeah. I'm gonna
Okay.
open it. We're not clock here.
Just gonna
Okay.
eat you.
Yeah, you open it, and inside, you see treasure. Write down treasure, very large. Treasure 3, and we'll dole out treasure if we get to that point.
Okay.
Should you survive? 20 minutes
If
remain in
we
the
get to that
Thunderlock bar crawl.
Okay. This key opens the locks.
Sorry.
So I can't move anymore for some reason. So if someone wants to come get this for me and try another one,
All right.
I bet it.
Presto runs across the room and starts just kicking rats, just like left and right, just bah, 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 and he gets about halfway across to you. Christian, you're up.
What a tiny badass.
I am
Nothing will
going
keep me
to
from the plane of elemental air.
fly over and grab the key from
Nice.
the horse.
Okay.
I forgot you were still flying.
Yeah.
Are you going
That's-
to? What are you going to do then?
So 3 doors are open.
The third
No,
door is open.
Just the third door is open. There's 7 doors, so I'm counting them. There's 7 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kletos has unlocked the third door,
Man,
and the rest of them are still
Horse,
closed.
Kletos.
I'm going to go to the next
Oh,
closest.
sorry, Highland.
I'm going to
I
follow
should say the warrior, but I tried to say.
the next door in sequence and unlock it.
Okay, is that 2 or 4?
That would be, he did 1, 2, and 3, right?
No,
I
he
just
just
did
did. There's
3.
3 locks on each door, and he unlocked the 3 locks just on door 3.
Oh. Okay. I'll do door 2.
Okay. All right. So you move to door number 2. So you've used your movement. I'll let you kind of use your bonus action to grab the key, and you land. And if you have 2 actions, I'll let you try to unlock 2. And then if you want to use any additional things, you could try to unlock the 3rd.
Do I need, since I'm short, is it okay
Mm-hmm.
if I continue to fly?
Yeah, you can hover. That's
Yeah.
fine.
All right. Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay. So how many actions do you have?
I mean, essentially, I'm just going to have the 1.
Okay.
And then if you
So-
let me do bonus action as a, oh no, bonus action.
You already used, yeah,
Just
to grab the
grabbing
key.
So I'll be on.
You turn the key in the first of the locks and it opens.
Cool.
All right. Phineas.
All right, so I guess we'll kind of pass along the key there. I'll move over to Christian, taking the key, still bonus action, I assume.
Yep.
All right. So I have 4.
Pounding the key. Pow.
I mean, basically, I have 4 attacks per action. Can I use 2 of them to
Yeah.
unlock?
Yeah.
All right.
Unlock. The door opens.
Yep.
Inside, there is a chest. You and Christian can decide, but I'm going to put a door number 2 next to either of you for the sweet teamwork.
I don't trust these chests. Can I move to the next door and then try to open 2 more locks?
You're probably not going to be able to make it to the next door because you had to kind of run across.
Okay.
All right. Rats. The rats are swarming over to you. I have so many d20s. Or do you want me to roll them all as one, or do you want me to roll individual rats?
I don't think we have time for individual rats.
Oh, you're no fun. Okay. The rats are going to swarm up to who is still not in the room. Like they're kind of coming down, but haven't had their movement yet.
I think both Bernadette went down. I went down.
I
I went down.
You're all down
went
there.
down
like
before that,
rage ran down the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay. So Bargarette and Bernadette, you like rage run out of this thing like shortly after one another.
Absolutely.
You see Highland, Christian, and Phineas, and Presto's about kind of halfway across, but he's kind of obsessed with this large whirring mechanism that's in the middle of the room that appears to be shooting little furry balls. And then all of a sudden, 5 rats attack each of you, and
Yeah.
they're just going to be, but they're not going to really get through
Oh,
much.
man.
Okay, and then the fun times begin. Boop, boop, boop. Somebody roll me a 2 people roll me d8s.
All right.
Get it.
That's a 4.
My dice are too far away.
All right, someone else roll me a d8.
3.
All right, this thing starts whirring, and another 7 rat balls, giant rats, come flying out. Bernadette, you're up. Got a lot of rats on you.
Smash that thing.
You're gonna go try
How
smashing
many
it?
are on me?
5 are on you right now. So
feel like I gotta
you'll
play
provoke
rage
opportunity
attack.
attacks, but they're just giant
Yeah,
rats.
no. They're just giant rats.
Yeah, I mean, as a seasoned adventurer, I mean, you can be a total wuss, or you can just like take the opportunity attacks and smash.
I don't even believe
No,
it.
I'm gonna go
Also,
smash
if
that
you're
thing, 'cause that thing's
raging-
gonna just keep shooting rats.
Okay, yeah, just run.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Just
They're gonna stay on you. they're just like hanging off of you, and you're just like. So you can make it
Perfect.
to the I'll just call it the rat generator, and you can attack it.
a rat generator. I think it's a rat cannon, really. That
Oh, rats.
27.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. 4. Why is my damage such garbage tonight? Oh wait, I just can't read. So that is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 damage.
19 damage. Okay.
I have had far too little sleep for far too much math.
All right, Bargarette.
I
need a
guess
second
I can.
attack. Sorry,
Oh,
I'm raging.
take your second
I forgot
attack.
about that.
I mean, you
Sorry.
technically probably were you frenzy raging before?
That was a critical hit, and so therefore is also a brutal critical.
Nice.
I don't know what that means, but I'm guessing it means a lot. So I'm gonna say 2 times your regular damage plus roll.
It's an extra damage die, is what it means.
It's 3 extra damage die because you're above 17th level.
Well, Zach did not update that on my character sheet like a jerk. Rude, Zach.
Zach leveled me. How rude of him for him to forget that.
Exactly. Okay, so we're doing that as an extra die. Plus, are you doing it as
Yeah, one of them will
like
automatically be
traditional
maxed.
critical?
Yeah, make 2 of the dice automatic criticals, and then the third one you'll roll like
Gotcha.
you normally would.
Perfect. So that's 24.
Okay.
And then we roll a third. So that is 32, 36,
Holy shit.
Wait,
Level
Wait,
20.
wait. 37, 21, 58 damage on this
Whoa.
thing.
Nice.
So you go in and you're just, what's your weapon?
I have a great axe.
So you go in with that great axe and you're just like hacking away this BBC for life.
Oh, there's still rats hanging onto me.
What's that? Yeah, there's still rats.
There's
They're
still
like a
rat- they're,
couple
like,
are hanging
flapping
off your
around.
axe. Yeah, there's one on your shoulder.
Perfect.
One of them's like hanging off your elbow and it's just like flying as you're going back and forth. You
Perfectly.
hack through one of the large wheels that's kind of moving this entire thing, and you can see the kind of behind it. You can see it when you came in. There's a large like canary cage that's just filled with motionless, giant furry balls. And Bargarette, you're up. You've just seen your fellow BBC member run in there and just scream and give the war cry, and she's just hacking it up. Like that's like you just hear that in your ears, and you're like, frenzy rage is taking over.
I'm gonna run in, and I can see she's handling that, and I can see there's some doors open, and I'm gonna run to the next available door, and I'm gonna smash it down. I'm gonna
Okay.
try to smash it down.
All right. Try to smash it down. Which one? The ones that are open right now are 2 and 3.
I'm gonna
So
go to
give
4.
me number 1 through 7.
I'm gonna go to 4.
All right. You go
Let's do it.
straight to the center. You're just like going through. Rats are like trying to, they're jumping on you. You're like dragging a couple
Don't care.
with you. Like now you're like, and you just go through and try to smash it.
Okay, I got 1 bad roll, 2 good rolls. So 24, 15, and a 19.
Okay. You run in and attempt to hit it. And as you hit it, where you have axes as well, right? That's
I have a hammer. I have a hammer.
Yeah. You kind of like dent it a couple times, and when you hit it the last time, a huge spray erupts from it. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, well, that's okay. I'm okay with that. Oh, maybe. I might be okay with that. With advantage, I have an 11.
A 15-foot cone of sticky, stinky, giant rat musk sprays from the door.
Oh,
The musk does not come off with anything, including magic, and must wear off in 2d20 days. So roll me 2d20s, Bargarette.
Oh, hopefully you're not going on any barbarian lady dates.
one of them's a 20.
Okay.
The other one's a 5.
Okay, so 25 days, write that
25
down.
days.
Also,
for 25
you notice
days.
as you like start backing away that every rat in the room turns their eyes towards you and just starts
it's
to
a
chitter.
pheromone. Oh no.
All right, Highland, you've opened the
Uh,
chest.
I have. Highland is going to. He was feeling door number 5, but now he's feeling door number 1 for
Okay.
obvious reasons. So he is gonna grab the key. Thanks, and he'll open door number 1. Or try.
All right. You rush over there. As you're starting to unlock this, everything kind of slows down. You hear the announcer, 5 minutes remain in the Thunderlock bar crawl. As you flurry of blows the key into this, you see that it opens, and beyond you see a kind of magical veil, and on the other side you can see the inside of the bar above you. As you pass through and emerge from the exit, a resounding huzzah fills the air as most of the taverns, save those who bet against you, cheer your victory. They salute the addition of yet another adventuring band's name to the honored few on the Thunderlock wall of crawlers.
Oh.
Presto is up next The rats that he's been kicking, he just kind of joyously kicks off.
Yeah,
Oh,
real quick. So he'll see all this and he'll be like, "It's great. Way out's right here. Unless you want some more treasure," and he'll toss the key to Christian.
Oh, nice. Who did he throw it to? Christian?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he'll go through. He's like,
Okay.
I'm not waiting to see if you guys come with me.
That's okay. Okay. So you're not going to go back for your treasure. You're just going through like, I'm going to
Well, I thought I like picked it up when I.
You would have to kind of like carry it. Well, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I mean, you have to carry like the contents of it.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I'll
I mean, you
go
can
get my
grab that
treasure.
and then
Yeah, I'll
toss
do it.
to him. Okay.
Yeah, I'll
So you
I'll
still
hand
have-
it to him on my way to the treasure.
Gotcha. And then you'll head out.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody else hears the 5-minute warning. Presto sees that the door is open and he just, he's just booking it over. And then he like gets down and he slows down and he looks over at Christian and he says, "We'll go together. I will be helpful." And then Christian and Presto can go and be among the clouds. He takes the
Nice.
key out of your hand, jams it in the last thing over. Oh no, you open too. Sorry. He runs over past Bargarette, and rats are just like swarming towards her, and he just like bing, bing, bing. He just like jumps over them and gets to number 5 and starts putting it in each of the holes. He opens number 5. And then he turns back to you and he says, "Come on, guys, let's get treasure." Christian, you're up.
All right. So in the door in front of me, there's a treasure chest,
There is.
and the horse gave me a key to open it.
Mhm.
Yes. Well, Presto has it. You guys opened the treasure chest. So like
Okay.
you and Phineas like tagged that one. So that's kind of like in kind of the rules of it, if you were to not kind of divide in a kind of share and share like way, you would both lay claim to that treasure.
Okay. And do we need to carry it out to keep it?
You do.
Okay. So how much of my turn do I have to spend grabbing up? Yep.
Beautiful. You would kind of use your turn. Like, so if you were to kind of gather up half of it, I mean, you could kind of turn to Phineas and be like, share, like, we'll take this out. The two of you could probably, Phineas could probably take it out on himself, just like dragging it out.
Would I be able to scoop up a bunch of treasure from there and then
Yes,
still cast a spell?
sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say you can get a quarter of the treasure and still cast a spell.
Okay.
So half of what you are entitled to from that.
I'm going to do that. And I can see the other open doors from where I'm at, right?
Yes, 2 is empty. 1 you saw Highland move through. The one in the middle, you see Bargarette standing by with a giant hole in it and her smelling very musky.
Okay.
And then Presto is opened door number 5.
Okay. So I
Here's the
am
key.
going to drop my concentration on fly.
Okay.
And as I'm dropping the couple feet to the floor, I'm
Mhm.
going to cast Arcane Hand,
Okay.
which has a range of 120 feet. So I'm casting it to appear where door 5 is.
Okay.
And it is going to grab the treasure chest
Okay.
because I can make it do a forceful grasping hand.
Okay.
And then
Oh,
I'm going to move having my Arcane Hand carry the treasure chest
Okay.
and start to head for the exit.
Poor Presto. Okay. Phineas, you're up.
All right, so there is a treasure chest in front of me with 3/4 of treasure.
Oh, mysterious benefactor. $8,000. Yay.
Hey!
The time has been extended for the Thunderlock bar crawl. You now have 31 minutes remaining. Everybody in the bar is like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it."
Except the one guy who bet against the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah.
What a dummy.
Oh man, I thought this was the general's night.
You can't not take those odds.
Washington forever.
Well, pizza's
All right.
gonna be here at 7:15, you guys.
Oh, better get going.
Get on it. If you
All
can't
right.
get out with the treasure in the next 15 minutes,
That's
Yeah, problems.
problematic. All right,
I
so I'm
ordered,
gonna
I ordered Muddy Cow for 7:30, so I got a little more time.
doing well.
So
All right, so I'm
Phineas,
gonna,
yeah, there's 3/4 of the treasure that was in there.
yep, I'll pick
You
up the
see
treasure
Christian
chest.
like
and
grabbing
go.
an entire other chest and pulling it out.
Yep, so I'll pick it up, go to the door, and I will not leave yet. I'll wait.
Okay.
Say, does anybody else need help?
Does anybody else reply?
Good.
Nah.
I
What's everybody's current status here?
Highland through the door. Presto opened door 5, and then Christian grabbed the treasure out and pulled it away, and he's
Right.
by the exit. Phineas by the exit with 3/4 of door number 2 treasure. Bargarette is standing there with the treasure of 17 rats, all eyeing her up in a very hungry way, and not the good
What a
kind of
good
hungry.
treasure.
And then Presto is standing with the key, watching Mage Hand pull away the treasure that he just opened.
Okay. So there's another door.
There's doors 6 and 7 that are still closed, and you can see that one
Okay.
is open, and you can see kind of that kind of rippling veil that appears to be a kind of teleportation door.
Okay. I'm gonna try for door number 7. Lucky number 7. I'm still raging, so I'm just gonna try to smash it down.
Okay. Are you smashing the door itself, or are you smashing the locks?
The locks, so I can get through the door. I'm gonna smash my way, into the door, not actually just smash the door through.
There.
That is 21.
Okay. Yeah. You're able to cleave through those 3, and it opens, and there's a treasure chest inside.
What's in the chest?
I don't know. You don't have the key, but you could pick it up.
Oh, I could pick it up. That's
Are you
true.
a hoss?
I mean, my strength is 24, so I think I probably could.
You could probably house that out.
Dang.
Yeah. You don't have to open it before you leave to like claim the treasure.
You just say it's yours. I'm gonna
Yeah,
open
I mean,
it up.
you
It's
just
gonna be a
walk
rock.
out with a
You know, the
chest.
treasure, and I'm just gonna get a rock. Charlie Brown, Great Pumpkin style.
All right.
I got this magic sword. I got this magic item. I got this like crazy cool scroll. I got a rock.
I got a rock.
It's okay. It's a pet
I got a
rock, so it'll
rock.
keep you company.
Ah, rats.
That's nice. All right.
All right, Bargarette. There are a
Well-
bunch of rats coming at you.
I do. So did I smash the door, or did I just kind of hurt the door?
Oh no, you smashed a giant hole in the door, but a bunch of musk came out, and it smells even muskier inside.
Oh no,
I'm,
the
I'm,
rat den.
I'm gonna leave.
You got the
Okay.
zonk. Oh.
So as you run past, there's just like a whole horde of rats that are chasing
Fine.
you, and you just go booking past Old Man Vinter and Christian and Bernadette. You're just like, boo, 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 and you like explode through that veil, and as you go, it's just like. Boop, 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 and all the rats like hit it and can't come through, and people are like, yeah, and they smell you and they're like, oh.
Oh, I got plenty of money. It's fine. I want the glory.
All right, Highland, you are through. Presto is going to run over to you went into door number 7 or door number 6, Bernadette?
7.
Okay, so he's going to go to number 6, and he's going to open it, and then he is going to start to drag it back towards the door. And then Christian and Phineas, you are
Straight
near
through
the
door.
exit.
Yep.
You're going through?
Yep.
Okay, Phineas?
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to Presto because he's not gonna get very far with that.
Okay. So you
Help him out.
run back and gonna like, come here, let old man Vinter help you out.
Yeah, I'll pretty much pick up the treasure chest. I got this, with basically him.
Okay, so
on
you're
it.
like holding one underneath your arm. You're dragging the other one with him sitting on top of it behind you, and
Yep.
just like making your way back over to the door.
It'll probably take me
The
another turn to get through.
generator is going to boop, boop,
Oh, we didn't
pop
break
out
it?
10 more rat balls. Bernadette, you are through.
I've got my chest.
Okay, so you
make
got
it
your
through the
chest.
too?
Yeah, you can head past over there. Okay. So you and Phineas and Presto make your way over, and you all kind of reach that doorway at the same time. And there's just like waist deep in like unconscious rats that have knocked themselves out by trying to like savage Bargarette with the musky smell. And you can wade through them with your chests and pass through.
Excellent. Yeah,
Sweet.
cool. I'm gonna come out like holding it above my head like it's the fucking Stanley Cup.
Yeah. So the rowdy celebration, back padding, and free-flowing ales make all your aches and pains from the besting the dungeon fade into the background, although not that sweet, sweet musk. It seems you are made of the stuff of heroes, or at least a top-notch dungeon crawler, and you can have all of your names inscribed on the Thunderlock wall of crawlers.
Yay.
Christian.
What's in my chest?
Christian.
Heyo.
Hey, I think this is the first championship Christian's ever won.
Oh. He won most hated face.
That's true.
Oh, if Dave was still watching, he'd be
Oh.
mad at you.
I know. I did it for his benefit. Do we have time for me to make good on a deal, James?
Yeah, you can make good on a deal. We're in the end game now. You've passed through. I'm going to get some treasure tables out to give you guys some treasure.
Yeah.
If you use these characters again in any of my games, feel free to use that treasure. If you bring them into other games, or if they come back for Extra Life next year, we might have some goodies.
I just want to say that some guys might like this smell.
You never know.
Some guys have all the
Anything's
luck.
possible.
Good to
There are
my
people
word.
out there that just can't smell.
Rat folk are going to be
Yeah, right.
like,
Yeah.
hello.
I
It's
banished.
like, hi, my name's TikTok. I
So-
saw you from across the.
I banished Presto to the elemental plane of air,
Okay.
which lasts for all of 1 minute, and he's immobile while he's there.
Oh, you man.
I didn't
But-
say for how long. I just said I
Man,
would be in there.
Seriously, that's not.
But if
cool.
you banish him
Yeah.
there, and you don't, if that lasts and you maintain concentration, he gets to stay there.
Yeah, if you think of concentrate for a minute, he stays. But if you lose your concentration, he comes back.
But it's only so it's like if he's from the it sends you back to, well, actually I don't know.
Yeah. Oh,
I always
well,
thought it was
there's
like
two
if
things.
you're
it
like
sends
if-
you to a harmless demiplane.
Then never
Oh.
mind.
Yeah.
I was gonna totally fuck with him, but yeah, I'll
Oh
leave.
God, Presto's just like, oh, you're gonna send him there for a minute and then take it all away?
Oh,
So this was the original plan,
Rude.
Oh boy,
and he is chaotic evil. So
what? I didn't know that.
Like he can appreciate that, maybe.
it was going to be banish him, and I thought it was after a minute he just comes back. Like I thought you could only banish things for a minute.
that's
Because
that's
I
how it
made
works.
this character very quickly and didn't have time to study all the spells.
That's cool.
Gotcha.
So the plan was that when he came back in a minute, I would
Yeah.
use charm, which would immobilize him and make him not able to do anything. And then I would alter his memories so he didn't remember any of it, but he would keep the memories of what the elemental plane of air was like, so he could continue to aspire to be there. So it was like nice for Christian.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll spend a minute so he can stay there.
Like on the spectrum of being nice, it was like
Are you gonna let him know?
pretty good.
Are you gonna be
Oh.
like, you want to taste?
No, since I can leave him there, I'll just leave him there.
Can you though? Because I don't think banish, if
So
he's not from that plane,
If
he
the
goes to
Yeah.
like a harmless demi-plane for a minute.
Yeah, you basically
Right.
like if you're fighting like a demon, it'll go back to hell or whatever. And then if you hold your concentration for a minute, it stays in hell. But if you lose
So-
it, it comes back. But
Yeah,
if it's
so
but
I'll
if you're going from like same plane to same, but if it's like from the prime material plane, then it goes to the harmless thing, I think. Is that right?
It just says
feel
a
like that's
plane
right.
of existence.
Yeah.
It doesn't really. Oh
I
yeah,
don't
if the
know.
target is native to the plane,
of existence you are on, you
banish the target to.
with semi-plane.
Yep.
Okay. While there, the target is incapacitated. The target remains there until the spell ends, at which point the target reappears in the space it left or in the nearest unoccupied space if that space is occupied. Yeah, so he pops back.
Mhm.
So I charm him and then alter his memories so he doesn't realize that he was screwed or that he and I were in any way connected.
Okay.
But he does, but I do let him keep his memory of the elemental plane of air because I'm a nice
Okay.
guy.
Yeah, they only
Debatable.
stay if they're from
fine.
that plane. So.
Okay, so that's fine. So Presto like comes back and he just has like all these dreams. He's like even more gung-ho. He's like, I'm gonna use my winnings. I'm gonna use my winnings to go to the plane of elemental air. And I'm gonna be helpful there. No more force blasts, no more weird bearded maws, no more bar crawls. Not for me. Thank you, Christian.
Aw.
Oh, he doesn't remember who I am.
Oh, thank you, Phineas. Wait, do you wipe his
Yeah.
memory of
He doesn't-
everybody or
he
just
doesn't
you?
know any of us.
Of any of you?
No.
Okay, so he just like is sitting on top of a giant treasure chest with
And
a
it's
key in his hand.
That's weird because the last thing I remember, I was shooting force blasts into a
I know.
hallway.
And now I'm here.
And now I have a beautiful image of the elemental plane of air and apparently a treasure.
My goodness. All right. So let's dole out some treasure. Unless
treasure.
anybody has any other end game. Tell me.
I don't think so.
All right. So I want you all to roll me a D100.
Oh, I'm gonna get out the big boy for this.
Except me, since I didn't grab a treasure.
That is true. So Bernadette, you will have a treasure roll. Highland, you will have a treasure roll. Presto will have one. Christian, you'll have 1/4 of a treasure roll. Phineas, you will have a treasure roll. Actually, Christian, you'll have 1 1/4 because you took Presto's his first one.
So it's just one D100.
Yeah, 1D100.
80.
80. All right. Old man Vinter. You are given a shield of Mishal attraction. It sits atop a large pile of gold. A pile of gold large enough that you could probably live out the rest of your days very comfortably.
That's not very long.
Huh?
I'll do it.
Pile.
You want to leave it to me in your will?
I will see. You
It
were
might be-
nice.
Might be
We'll
shorter
see.
if you're.
I'll take it.
Phineas, mark down inspiration if you don't have it still. And when next time you play it, that's worth it. We'll see is a funny joke, whether it's intentional or not. All right, Christian, roll yours.
50
50, and then roll another.
and 60.
50 and 60. You get a robe of the Archmagi. Oh, and a cloak of invisibility. Too
Ooh.
shabby.
Fancy.
All right. Bernadette.
I got a 69.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
I will let you pick because that's so nice.
Ooh.
You can have some dwarven plate. You can have a ring of resistance.
Ooh.
You can have a bag of tricks of your color choice. Or potion of flying. Oh, Christy.
I would be a flying barbarian.
All right. Sounds good. Also within it, there is quite a substantial amount of gold.
Alright.
And then, let's see, Phineas.
Already rolled.
Oh, sorry, what was it?
No, you already gave me my chest.
Oh, did I? Okay,
Yeah,
so Phineas,
I got a
Christian?
cursed shield.
Bernadette. Oh, yeah. Oh, Highland. Did you get yours?
Hey, I rolled a 56.
Okay. A 56 is going to net you. Where was it? I assigned the different tables to each of you. Son of a bitch. You are given. What was your number again?
56.
56. You are given. Oh shoot. Am I on the wrong one? Sorry, I'm bad at this. Ben gives it out and he's just like, it's this, it's that, it's great.
Not in a hurry.
It was this really cool, there was this really cool thing that I was like, oh, this is like the stuff. 56. It was a monk thing. That was the funny thing.
Oh, nice.
All right, I'm going to figure out where it is.
Sure. Bracers of infinite punching.
Oh.
No, it is gloves of missile snaring.
Oh, man.
Ooh, I don't know what that is, but it
Nice.
sounds very cool.
Yeah.
That's great.
Also, there is a substantial amount of gold in yours as well. And then presto, beautiful presto. 58 and 65 for presto. Presto opens his to a large amount of gold. And
More than any of us got, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of horsing around going over there, Christy.
Mhm.
and a carpet
Oh, no.
of flying.
It must be damn kids.
Chrissy, don't turn around. Don't turn around.
I see it. I see it.
Turn around.
What are
So
you doing?
carpet of flying
Oh,
for
no.
presto to end everything out, and all of your names on the wall of bar crawlers.
Yay.
Aw, Christy, so sweet. $8,050.
Whoa.
Man.
Nice.
Thank you guys all for playing and for being part of our crazy Known World United family. Yeah, this is pretty big. It feels pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's huge. That's amazing.
Yeah, we raised so much money this year, which is
Um,
so good. 'Cause,
in a-
what a good year!
Yeah, in
for
a
it to
tough year,
happen.
we somehow. I'm just amazed. I honestly didn't think we thought maybe get like a third of that. It's crazy.
Why don't we go around, tell people where they can find you and any other links or things you want to share before we wrap up and food arrives. Joel, you're beautiful. You sell things. Your character was evil and I didn't even know it.
Yeah, he's super evil.
Super evil.
You can find me at Finger Twitchings on Instagram, Twitter, and here on Twitch. You can find my first book, Party Starters, Volume 1, which is filled with pre-made role-playing game characters ready to go, with backstories and illustration, on Apple Books and Drive-Thru RPG. my efforts are not quite done for Extra Life yet. I'll be doing stuff throughout the end of the year.
That's awesome.
Donate button is on my Twitch page, so if you ever tune in to hang out, you can use that as a quick way gain there, and I'll be trying to think of ways to motivate. So yeah, that's kind of my rundown.
Sweet.
Christy.
Awesome. 3 days.
Oh, you can find me on Twitter at Lady Christy. I am on Instagram at Lady Christy with a K at the end because there's already a Lady Christy.
What?
I'm at Twitch, twitch.tv/Lady Christy. I am Zach, the antagonist relations wife. So we often are playing in the same games. If you follow either of us, it's like a twofer. Yeah, it's. I'm not gonna lie, my Instagram is mostly just pictures of the cat. So that's you gotta know what you're signing up for.
Good stuff, though.
It is good stuff. She's very poofy.
Big appreciation and love out to Zach, the antagonizer.
Right?
He did
He's
a
so
Herculean
good.
effort to
So much work.
organize this year, and doing 3 days is crazy, and
You're
he
being
kept us
shouted
all
out,
together.
Zach.
Yeah,
You're being
this would not
shouted
be
out
possible.
for all of the fantastic work you did.
Yeah, this would not be possible.
The amount of
without him.
organization he put behind it, it was insane.
What did you say? You're not being shouted out for the horse. That was scary. Nobody liked
No,
it.
not the horse.
I love that. No, that was pure antagonizer.
James
I
loved
loved
it.
it.
I was
That
so
was pure
nice. It was
antagonizer.
so nice to
For
see
sure.
Highland in the background for a minute.
Warrior?
Basically a horse.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at WarriorMN. You can catch my efforts on dnddt.com several days or so after each episode of DNDT featuring one and only Tasty Boys.
Tasty boys.
And down in Outlands, just running down all the stats and happenings of each episode. You can also find either of those shows at dnddt.com as well. Down in Outlands runs here on this Twitch channel every other Monday, returning in 2 weeks from tomorrow. And DNDT with the Tasty Boys is available at the website and on your favorite podcast streaming application, as well as, I don't know. I mean, what if we come back to Twitch sometime? That'd be crazy. If we do,
Oh my.
it'll be here.
2021, get ass.
Please hurry.
Cassandra?
Please hurry.
Per usual, you can't find me anywhere unless you stalk me in person. I mean, you could be my Facebook friend.
You've got to stop saying that on the internet.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Stalk me.
Yeah.
Don't
Bad
stalk
times.
me.
Encourage
Bad idea.
internet stalkers.
I
I
never
always
leave.
give your Twitter handle at twitter.com/browse.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's really nothing fun's happening anyways. I don't leave the house. So, but if you want to be my Facebook friend, you can see regular posts about coffee, puns, and some recipes. So, but otherwise, you can find me here every other Monday.
All right. Nate.
All right. I am also not exciting, but you can find me on Instagram and Twitter under @CubicleZombie. You can also find me playing with the Tasty Boys at
Tasty Boys.
that's right, dnddt.com or on Twitter at dnddt podcast. I also play on the Down and Outlands, as Warrior mentioned,
It's true.
every other Monday, starting back up in 2 weeks.
All right. And I'm the Beard, James. You can follow Heel Turn Radio at Heel Turn Radio on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can follow this Twitch, subscribe, support it. We love doing stuff like this. I think we'd love to do more of it, when we can. So look for fun stuff next year. Hopefully we're all kind of looking forward to some sea change, back to calmer waters. Yeah.
It has to happen.
Oh yeah.
It just has to get better.
So thank you to everybody who played. Thanks to Zach. Thanks to Christy. Thanks to Nate. Thanks to Warrior. Thanks to Cassandra. Thanks to Joel. Thanks to Ben. King Ginger.
Casual Doug. Casual
Casual
Doug.
Doug.
Oh, Casual Doug.
Killing it with the tech.
Thanks to
Um,
Beard.
Yeah,
For
Yeah.
sure.
Absolutely.
this has been great.
Thank you to everybody who played that didn't play like in the past. We had a whole bunch of players that because we were doing this digitally, players in like Zach's game and players who don't typically play in person with us were able to play, which is a huge silver lining to this year.
Hey.
Yeah.
More donations coming in. Yeah, the generosity of people with their time and playing to support Gillette's and all the other hospitals out there. I think that they passed 13 million sometimes when we were playing. COVID has really fucked up hospitals, and for all the things we talk about with healthcare, it's skyrocketed the costs of a lot of medical supplies and things like that. So yeah, every little bit helps. And all right, I'm a little on sleep and big on emotion right now. So with that, we'll send you
Let's
out.
all go take a nap.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yay!
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
It's-
And we'll see you next year. Donations are open for everybody as part of Known World United and all of Extra Life at extra-life.org or through our Facebook fundraisers. Through the end of the year, it's a tax-deductible donations. Give somebody a gift and tell them that you helped a kid who really needed it.
Amazing. Thanks,
All right.
guys. See you
Bye,
next
guys.
year.
Yes, thank
Thank
you,
you.
everybody.
Hey, thank you.
Bye.